stuff like that kind of put blocks in me. So when I started facing opposition in life, I started saying to myself, shit, if my daddy can do it, God damn it, I can do it. We got hip hop Harry, right? I'm gonna call you Digital Danny.
Not Digital Danny. Y'all becoming all these crazy
Cool
names.
with that?
It fits though. Cause they don't know what really goes on behind the screen though.
Digital Danny.
They don't understand though.
We got hip hop Harry and Digital
They
Danny.
don't understand. Look, they don't understand.
Shit look good. Look, I'm telling you, but
they
like,
don't
look,
understand.
hey, y'all some real technical dudes, man.
Hey,
like,
man. I gotta help them
and
out,
look,
man.
I can tell you was a nigga that everybody called to hook up their Nintendo to their TV back in the days and shit. Like, when you understood what a UHF
Man,
and
I did. You know,
niggas understood what wires went
where.
where.
That's how bad it was. Motherfuckers used to call me when they want cable from the VCR.
See what I'm saying? Hey, look.
Yeah, that's back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
And I can tell, like, see, PRIMETECH, when you'd have been in the hood, you'd have been a nigga cutting niggas' lights back on when the lights
Oh
was
yeah,
off.
he definitely got the ladder.
You know what I'm saying?
He definitely got
You'd
the
have had
ladder.
man.
He
Like,
definitely got that ladder.
hey, y'all dudes, man. We back at it, man. We in?
We on live, so let them know when we ready.
It's a Peep This podcast back in the building.
Triple
the
R.
real raw reflection. I know what it is, man.
That's in French.
It's your boy OG P Roll. Just call me P Roll for short, cause I'm 5'6".
Yeah, like that's a fucking bar.
Hey, see,
I get it, bro.
Hey, look. A lot of niggas don't be proud of their height, bro. Look, I'm 5'6", man.
66
I ain't
inches.
know they trying to lie to y'all niggas. I'm 5'7" and a half, man.
66 inches, y'all.
And some of y'all niggas just wear Air Force One just get the extra inch up, man. Look at him. I'm 5'6". Anyway, OGP Rolls. I'm with my guys, man. OG Loyalty.
What's up?
Daniel Chestnut.
Digital what?
Oh, Digital Danny. We with Digital Danny. And my guy, DJ PRIMETECH. AKA Hip Hop Harry. Hey, man.
You don't know? Now you know.
And we just rocking and rolling, y'all. Once again, welcome back to the Peep This Podcast, Real Raw Reflection Setup. We just doing our thing. Thanks for following, share, like, subscribe. Y'all know what time it is. We just rocking and rolling, y'all. First of all, let's go back into my guys' business right now. We are still promoting Shoe Demon.
.com. That's gonna launch July 1st.
July 1st.
The
Definitely
Sharif
first
Insurance Group is open now, and of course we are always in
Sharif.
out for the low bail bonding franchise. Five locations, 8 counties.
There you go. Also, I want to tap into
Hard work.
My guy, Care Pro Automotive.
Care
Cliff
Pro.
Lewis, them boys out there getting it in. You want your whip for the summer, y'all tap in, man. Them boys selling heat,
Cliff
classic,
Lewis.
nice vehicles,
Ernie Peterkin.
You know what I'm saying?
Real old school, good car guy.
quality vehicles, y'all. And y'all want something that's going to last the summer and next year and the year after. Y'all stop buying
Holla
them
at my
off the
boy
corners,
Craig
man.
Smalls and my boy Earl Boston down there at JT's and the DID Surplus.
DJ Surplus.
Surplus.
Y'all go see Surplus, man. He definitely going to put you in
Shout out.
something. He definitely gonna put you in
As
something.
for Craig Smalls, if he on lunch break, then holla at Earl Boston. And if Earl Boston is on lunch break, they probably
Earl, you know Earl?
they probably been knowing
Oh,
Earl from
my
the village.
God.
Earl from the village.
You know Earl from used to be at Bouncer back in the day.
Earl Boston?
Yeah, light skin.
No,
Oh.
Boston, an old nigga.
Oh, okay. I think you told me Earl. I know. My fault, Earl from
Earl Boston, and then of course, DJ Surplus. That's always spitting the real hip hop.
Always.
I don't know why I ain't made that top 10 yet, but okay.
Hey, but I'm gonna keep.
out there,
Hey,
too.
I'm gonna throw my day, bro, because I
Jacoby
don't
out
know
there.
many guys who
Jacoby
stand
out
up for the
there,
Carolinas like DJ Surplus, man.
Jacoby.
Listen,
Jacoby Ferguson.
TJ Surplus gonna get you spins. He gonna get you spins. If you rock with Surplus, Surplus gonna ride with you, and everywhere he go, he gonna take you with him, man. So shout out DJ Surplus. Shout out to a bunch of other cats in this city. Y'all know who y'all are, man. There's too many to really name, but
Kobe Ferguson.
And shout out to Vinny.
Kobe.
Yep.
And shout out to Vinny, man. Group Therapy for giving us delicious wings tonight.
Yeah,
man.
he provided the
We
food
enjoy
tonight.
the wings tonight. Wednesdays, y'all, 50-cent wings, man.
Yo.
On Group Therapy and 5 Points on Green Street.
So
Go there.
we were supposed to have the general manager at Zaz was supposed to be here tonight. Zaz on Divine. And I still want to give Zaz on Divine a shout out, even though he wasn't able to make it. He got caught up in that restaurant shit. I used to be in that business. I done managed restaurants. I know how that is. when one person call out, another person got to come in. But we're going to reschedule him because that brother is not only an artist, you know what I'm saying? He's a restaurant manager on Divine Street. You know how hard it is for a brother to manage anything on Divine Street. So he's somebody I really wanted to talk to tonight. But we're going to get back to him, and we're not upset with him, and we understand because that's just the business that he in, and that's the business that pays him, and this doesn't pay him. So, hey, we definitely understand, my brother, and we're going to catch back with Jalen.
Yes, sir.
From Conway, South Carolina. We're going to catch back up with that brother because, I had a lot of questions for him.
I about to say, let me piggyback onto that, man. In fact, we just talking about, let's change the topic. Because I just want to get into this Father's Day shit.
Right? Yeah.
Father's Day just passed.
Y'all.
One of my favorite hip-hop songs, I think it was L.O.G. and the Bulldog.
Be a father to your child.
Be a father to your child, bro.
Boy, we some real hip-hop heads, bro.
We real hip-hop heads.
We some real hip-hop heads. How was your Father's Day, man? How was your Father's Day, fellas? Like, what went down?
I had to work, but my baby Mariah, Mackenzie, and them did make me that strawberry cake I put on the story. I got a lot of views on that. I'm glad I did it because what happened was I worked Sunday. The mother of my child was tired, so she said just come by Monday, and I came by Monday. Posted pictures, and I posted pictures. I had some people that like, hey man, I ain't telling you Happy Father's Day or whatever. So a little reassurance to everybody, just in case whatever they saw that, gave a couple smiles. You know what I'm saying? Baby mamas, dads, fathers, everybody. So yeah, that's what's up. It was good work, been productive. As we should.
As we do.
And, I had to go on with the next day. So, what fathers do.
We got a panel of fathers, man. How it went down? OG!
Well, so my situation is, you know what I'm saying, me and my son, all my older kids, we're close. Me and my son, my youngest son, who's 11, special needs, and his brother, who I've been raising, they, since he was 2 years old, he's 16, they came down and I got to spend a week with them, like maybe 4 or 5 days before Father's Day, and then Father's Day with them. And man, it was a beautiful thing because last Father's Day he was living with me, and his mom came and got him on Father's Day weekend. So she came and picked him up on a Friday. And Father's Day, of course, was on a Sunday. So man, it was beautiful. Because I never missed a Father's Day with him until last year. And so it was kind of tough for me last year. I even made a song about it. It was a real bitter song. And, hey, man.
Is it on streams?
I didn't never
put it out there. Man. You got to put that out.
I recall a song you posted.
Yeah, I did post it, but it was a deep song. Maybe a little too deep for Facebook and all that. But, I was just in my feelings because I never missed a Father's Day with my child. And
that's what's up.
So, yeah, that was deep. But, man, I had him this year, and, man, we had a good time, man. The previous day, but before Father's Day, we celebrated Trayshawn Gore, one of my bonus sons, man, my stepson, bonus son, real son, whatever, we've been together.
I just learned that about like a year ago, 2 years ago. I had a friend, and she been raised by her mom's husband, but she called her bonus dad, not a stepdad. My dad been there for it too.
Well, so, stepdad's cool because stepdad means you just stepped up and handle your business. You know what I'm saying? They handle the business that the man got to handle when another man don't do what he's supposed to do. But it's a village. You know what I'm saying? It take a village to raise children. If another man ain't ready, you know what I'm saying? I've raised a few kids that wasn't mine. You know what I'm saying? And some of them been around the same age as my biological kids, so it's been extra tough. Yeah. But man, it was a really, really good Father's Day. But the day before that, we got to celebrate Trayshawn Gore, who was a bonus son of mine, my biological daughter's brother, and all my kids was there. You know what I mean? All my biological kids, a bunch of my bonus kids. I only missed 2 bonus kids. Shay, up there in North Carolina, she's 9 months pregnant, about to have a baby.
Shout out to Grandpappy.
I don't know what happened to I don't know what happened to my niece that I adopted, Shanta. I'm calling you out, Shanta, like you always say. all these sweet things to me for Father's Day every year, and I did not get a sweet thing for Father's Day. I don't know if you mad. I don't know if you mad at me about something, but whatever it is, let's work it out because you is my, you know, you my heart.
That's what's
but
up.
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, so man, Father's Day was beautiful, man. I can't lie, man. I got to see everybody, but you know, two of my kids, like I said, one was pregnant, the other one, we got to figure that out. But everybody showed up and they celebrated Trayshawn in heaven, and it was a good move. And
that's what's up.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? 2 years gone from us. Trayshawn Gore, birthday just passed, almost 3 years. His son was out there getting big, baby G. You know what I'm saying, man? It's a tough thing, but man, hey, I've never seen so much love from somebody that's passed away in my life, because usually after the funeral, everybody start like going their separate ways, but man, they really ride out for Trey. So yeah, Trey Day was a success.
And he live on.
Trey Day was a success. Father Day was a success, and now we're on Juneteenth, and the day's been a good day. So it's been a good. It's been a good week.
I want, even though I guess didn't show up. Shout out to him for being handling his priorities and handling the business, but. I see somebody on the side of us with a mic.
Hey, we were sliding on down.
He ain't been on Real Reflection yet. You know what I'm saying?
This is first
Hold on.
This is first Real Reflection.
I got a question though. Does mic number 4 work, PRIMETECH?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There you go. He's alive.
So, shout out, man. Hey, man. So we really do have a special guest tonight, man.
We do.
When I say special, when I say this guy is special, I mean, like he's like the motherfucker that keep us going and keep it on the straight out, because what he does, not what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like he lead by example and we follow suit. You know what I'm saying? He's the reason why we got this going on and make us keep going. You know what I'm saying?
How was your Father's Day?
And how was your Father's Day?
Father's Day was great, man. No complaints here. Got to spend it with the kids. Fresh off the plane.
You gonna tell
Fresh off the plane.
No jet lag.
From Jamaica.
You not gonna tell about the legs up?
Jamaica.
The landing?
No, the legs up.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Jamaica, mom.
We'll leave that in Jamaica.
You should edit that picture somewhere and just show like
No.
this was me. Nah, my bad.
You're right. I might throw it in there. But yeah, beyond that, Father's Day was great, man.
That's what's up.
Got to spend it with the kids. Got to see my father as well. So
That's what's up.
Right. Yeah, my father passed away, man, but we definitely hit the group message and sent him a shout out to heaven and everybody here. All my brothers and sisters chimed in. And so, man, I missed them too. So we're going to try to get up. We usually get up for my father's birthday, which is in July. We usually get up for that. So I don't know what we're going to do this year. We usually already have that planned by now, but we'll see what's up with that.
So, boom, I'm glad you said, man, it's crazy how Godspeed works, right? So before this cameras and all this stuff, before we start recording and getting on live and things, talk about what somebody asked you, right? You said they asked you, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm glad like how that came up just now. It came up genuinely just now. You know, that was crazy, right?
Yeah, so it
wasn't forceful. So go ahead and talk about
what we was talking about, like, now that everybody had a good Father's Day and everything, I was just sitting back chilling on Sunday, and one of my dogs came through, and he just had a grandbaby. Shout out to him.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was sitting there talking, he was talking about his father or whatever. And he mentioned, and I guess he may have heard something I've said or whatever, but I really never talk about my dad around people. At first, it became like out of respect for my stepfather, not to brag on my dad or whatever, because my stepfather, you know what I mean, he may not have raised me, but he was there for me financially. We was in the house a lot of days and really didn't speak. But I do give him a whole lot of respect. He was the first man that got me out of jail. You know what I mean? And he tried to pass on to me what he knew as far as music and stuff like that. But I'm a rapper. I don't blow horns and shit. So, but is
he still alive?
Yeah, and it made him extra upset that I didn't take on some of his stuff. But that's not me. I get on the mic. I don't blow no horn.
Did you ever ask him a question about like you questioning? Because like you said, he raised you. He was your, you know.
Well, he didn't raise me.
Well, he supported you.
I don't
he supported you, right?
Just like I don't want to take any credit away from him for my dad. I don't want to take any credit from my mom. Right. My mom was a single mother that raised me.
Right. So, but did you like?
We lived in the same house. Yeah.
Because it's kind of different during our time compared to like back in our day. Like it's really hard. It was hard to talk. Because regardless,
I mean, me and him definitely don't. You know, me personally, I'm quiet. I always have been quiet. That's where I got the name Secret from.
Until you get a tequila. Go ahead.
Nah, I mean, it ain't really got nothing to do with that. I'm just like, when I was younger, I just didn't fuck with people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, and I still really don't fuck with people.
Right.
But if I like you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's the way but I like you.
You can F up.
But I like you. I'm on everything that I don't say to them. I'm going to say to you. But man, the question was, I ain't going to get too deep, but the question was, you know what I'm saying, he just assumed that, I had a deadbeat father. Because he knows me, he never seen my father. So he said, the first thing he said, he was like, man, we was raised without any fathers. So, it's really good what we doing right now for our children because our children don't realize how much we do for them because we ain't have nothing. Mm-hmm. Well, I had to correct him on that. Yeah. Because, no, my father was not present. Most of my father's past is dead. But, I mean, let's just go from 1 to 18. My father wasn't present that much. But I did go down there and spend a few summers with him. Understood. And got to know my brothers and sisters. And I actually lived in Atlanta for some years, even though I didn't live with him. But he did stop by here and there. Mm-hmm. But the reason why I don't call him deadbeat dad is because he gave me enough information to survive.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? He may not have been, and then I catch that like with my kids, like, you know what I'm saying? I got 3 kids, biological kids by 3 different baby mamas. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, we're the same boat. You good?
Yeah, but
you're the same boat. You're not by yourself, bro.
But I've never actually stayed with my kids longer than 2-3 years. I think Nassim my middle son is 19. I think he might have been the longest I stayed with him.
That's crazy. We got the same.
Yeah, I think I stayed with his mom like 3 years before she put my black ass out. Before she kicked my ass to the curb.
I got my own ass out.
I didn't leave none of my kids now. I didn't leave none of my kids.
We was never relationship. We were fathers, but we was never relationship.
We was never relationship guys. And even with my kids, I'm a provider. Mm-hmm. And I didn't catch that till I was older. I'm probably not the sit in the park all day, go places all day, do this all day.
I'm a home guy.
I'm a homebody, you know what I mean? And I don't really like to move a whole lot. But you know what I'm saying? But what I told him is he made a statement, and I ain't gonna go too far what he made.
Okay.
But after I told him that, I was like, my dad gave me enough information to survive. He said, I said a lot of times, I said, even though I saw my stepfather a lot more days than I saw my dad, a whole lot more days than I saw my dad. Like I prayed with my stepfather. We were Muslims. I prayed with my stepfather, went to the mosque, everything, you know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying, what I told him is that when I lean on something in life, it's always some word from my father, and but my stepfather was there, but he never gave me the information that my father gave me. So even though I was with my father, a lot less than what I was with my stepfather, when things come in life and I have to catch some shit, I think of some shit that he said. Okay. What my father said, you know what I'm saying? I don't have any kind of quotes that my stepfather said, but I can give you a quote. And then when I see myself parenting, things I say, things I do, how I move, some of the stuff is just like my father, even though I've been in my kid's life a whole lot more than my father was in my life. Mm-hmm. But sometimes, one of my kids might get mad with me and say, well, Dad, you missed some shit. And I tell them, shit, well, hell, I didn't miss that cheerleading payment. You know what I'm saying? I didn't miss that karate class you wanted to go to.
That part.
You know what I mean? When you wanted to go to trucking school, I didn't miss that. You know what I mean? When this happened, I didn't miss that. When graduations happened, I didn't miss that. So you know what I mean? So I tell people, but it is so important. The time of being a father is so important, man. And I did miss a lot of time. Because even though when you got 3 kids and you got 3 baby mamas, and my baby mamas never stopped me from seeing my kid. But when you got that kind of shit and you working in the car business where you don't have Saturdays off, it's tough just to see 3 kids on one day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So it's always been tough for me. But, and you know what I mean? And what I've done for them doesn't make up for that. But when these kids do approach you on some shit like that, because they will try you on some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I did it to my parents, so I know damn well mine gonna do that to me.
That's what we don't remember.
They will try you some shit like that. When they come up to you to try you some shit like that, and this is what I told this nigga. I said, well, you know what, my dad got receipts though. You know what I mean? I was like, even if I went to my dad, if my dad was living, I went to him, so Dad, you wasn't there for me. You was a fucking deadbeat dad. He could say, well, you know, I did pay a lot of fucking child support, and I did do this, and then you did come down here, and you never went back without school clothes. You know what I'm saying?
But time was a little bit different.
And then, you know what I mean? And so, I mean, I got receipts like, you know what I mean? My kids have lived a very privileged life. And their mothers did do a lot for them, but hey, you know what I mean?
Shout out to the moms.
Shout out to the moms, but I wasn't no slouch on that shit. Like, man, I really gave up, you know, I really gave up a lot. And then, and I tell my son, my son never approached me about nothing. He's always been really respectful, never really tried me on no shit like that. But I asked him, I said, well, son, you know what I mean? Do you think I was a good dad? And I said, I know I missed some shit, but and I'm right here in Columbia. But you think I was a good dad? He was like, man, Dad, I seen you. You was working at the car lot, getting into it with them people, so you could come coach our team on Saturday. You know what I mean? So you could come see us play and shit like that. And then he reassured me the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because these kids, sometimes these kids make it hard for you when you get in an argument with them. But you know what I'm saying? But my son reassured me, like, he really saw, you know what I mean, what I was going through and everything, like, you know what I'm saying, what are the sacrifices I was making for him and everything. And man, my son, he was 3 years old, but he still remember me and his mom fighting in court.
Yes.
For custody of him.
That kind of shit.
And
never forget that.
And then the judge just said, hey, have y'all ever asked a kid what he want? So we went to a little sidebar. He said, y'all seem so passionate. Y'all going back and forth about
the resolution.
When to my son, I said, well, son, who you want to stay with? He said he want to stay with his mama. Right. So after that, you know, what I'm fighting for. Yeah. So, you know, but he remembered that. And he remembered that, you know what I mean, I had him every weekend. We worked it out. I had him every weekend. He get out of school on Friday. I had him from Friday. I took him to school to Monday till he fell in math class because it was like the first class of the morning, and we had to drive from Swansea all the way to Blythewood every morning. Every Monday morning. So by the time he got to that first math class, he had started failing and stuff. So then we just dropped it down to Sundays and stuff like that. And then his granddaddy, Mr. Sam, he was a very good mediator between me and his daughter.
Shout out Mr. Sam.
Man, Mr. Sam, man, he was a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? He passed away. But you know what I'm saying? He passed away a month before my grandmama did. So, you know, it was back to back with that. But you know what I'm saying? But Mr. Sam was a real nigga. And you know what I mean? You know, we had our days, but man, we went 16 years strong. Mm-hmm. Basically, me and my baby mom, we was cool, but basically I co-parent with him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And man, we had a lot of good times together and shit, man. He was like a father. He was like a father.
You said something that I like, bro.
Yeah, he was like a father.
My son, shout out Tajay. That was my bread and butter.
The oldest one?
That's the one that brought me into fatherhood. My boy Tajay.
He just like your ass.
What? That's my twin. That's my light-skinned twin. He got his mama color. But he
gotta have something.
Hey, he got his mama color though. You know what I'm saying? But we had a conversation. You know, he's 27 now. Yeah. He had these conversations. You say you have a job, man. I'm like, the one thing I can say about you is, I even though we ain't lived together all the time, I can never remember a part of my life where you really wasn't there.
Wasn't there, yeah.
And when I try to explain to a lot of fellas is, I mean, even when you and the mama can't get along, you know, niggas find excuses like, you know, well, my pockets ain't right, all they want is money, and blah, blah, blah. I said, really, man, look, I'm gonna tell you, really, them kids just want to see you. You might think you broke as I don't know what, but I guarantee you, if you could just sit down and have a conversation with your kid, man, and do that over time, they remember the smallest shit. Yeah.
They remember
the most insignificant shit, and they hold on to that like gold, bro.
But can I add on to that?
Yeah, man.
And this is what I want to say, and I'm gonna tell you this camera, whatever the camera is at. Edo G and the Bulldog.
Be a father to your child.
I heard that song early. And that song stuck with me. Mm-hmm. Be a father to your child.
Be a father to your child.
Let me tell you what, while you thinking that it's too late,
it's never.
You got fucking kids, because I done live with kids.
I love kids.
That fathers wasn't shit. Mothers did everything for them. Feed them, clothe them. Daddies wouldn't even call them on their birthday. Wouldn't call them on Christmas. Gave him one pair of shoes for back to school, and it was some motherfucking nothing against fucking Payless, but it was some $49.99 pair of shoes. And if that's what you can do, that's what you can do. But if you ain't done nothing all year, I would suspect that you should be coming through that door with some motherfucking the Jordans that just came out on Saturday, nigga. Hell no. You know what I mean? You hadn't done nothing for these kids. The mama did everything, and then the children blame the mama. So they still take up for their daddy, even though the daddy ain't fucking worth a nickel.
That's why
the kids still take up for their daddy. So isn't that so for you to be sitting back thinking, oh, it's too late for me, or I catch my child when he get grown. I can't deal with the mama. Fuck that bitch. I'm on child support. I can't do nothing but pay child support. Nigga, do what the fuck you can. If it ain't even nothing but trying to mediate a fucking conversation, you know what I'm saying? When me and my baby mama, my middle son, me and my baby mama first broke up, you know what I mean? She told me, nah, I don't feel comfortable with him coming over there because one of her homegirls worked at DSS and told her that if he come over to your house and he just keep him, then you gotta fight for him because he's a parent. He got equal rights. So she was scared to let him come over to my house and shit. So you know what I had to do? I had to go eat lunch with him at VV Reed. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to VV Reed, man.
But just that 30-minute lunch is stuff that my son remember to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't remember the fact that me and his mama was in the middle of the motherfucking street cussing each other out. He remembers that on his birthdays, and when me and his mama went together, on his birthday, I brought him his whole class cupcakes.
And you know why, though?
You know what I'm saying? That's the shit they remember.
The reason why they remember, I got a question for you. Now I got a question for all three of us to answer because he already answered it. The question, what he said just not a rebuttal. The reason why they remember because you still continuing. Like if you'd have disappeared, maybe they will remember the bad shit.
You know why?
No, even if you disappeared,
because my dad disappeared.
The good shit outweighed the bad shit.
You know what I remember? Something that my dad told me.
If you in it out, like if you really out like that, they gonna remember.
My dad was out like that for a while. But let me tell you something that I remembered when he was damn 3 years old, and I used to tell everybody on the motherfucking damn playground yard. Cause I was small and niggas used to run my ass over. I used to tell them shit. My daddy will beat your ass. Cause my daddy went to jail for beating up a big dude.
Right, so that's the question I'm about to
my daddy got out of jail. Strong. My daddy did some time. Yeah. He did like a little bit of time, not a lot of time. But he came out of jail and he seen me and I asked him where he was. And I remember in my head, he said, man, I went to jail for beating up a big dude. Yeah. That shit just stuck with me like, hey, my daddy went to jail for beating up a big dude. You better leave that alone.
So the question I was going to ask you.
Straight up, you remember shit like that.
So the question I was going to ask you, because everybody got different experience as far as, with our fathers and being a father. Yeah. You already answered to them. The stuff you were saying earlier, I want all three of them to answer. But the question I'm going to ask you, because you said you remember what your dad said over the other guy your mom was with.
Right.
Right. Is it because that's your dad?
Well, my stepfather.
Or do you realize, was it like what I'm saying, when you really think about it, did you want to remember? Did you really
I'm gonna tell you what kind of man my stepfather was. My stepfather was quiet. He didn't have a father.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was raised by mothers and aunties and all kind of stuff. And my stepfather family was one of the closest families I ever seen. Mm-hmm. And I think I said it on this show, like they had their own bank. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't go to nobody asking for money or nothing. They had their own bank. Needed something, they had it. They had land. They all stayed by each other. They close. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But what I think my stepfather was, you know what I'm saying, is that when he's standoffish. So when I first came, I didn't really give him the respect that I was supposed to. And that's my fault, but I was young. Right. He's supposed to be old enough to realize that, hey, this kid's just going through something. Like this kid, because when I moved in with my stepfather married my mother, you got to realize like the dynamics is they're Muslims. Okay. So in Islam, in order for you to have sex, you have to be married. So you talking about 20-something-year-olds, 30-something-year-olds. They can't have sex, you know what I mean, unless they married. So they got married quick. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of Muslim families they get married quick. Yeah. So you 30 years old, you going through hormones and you want to get married so you don't disobey the word of God.
Yeah, right. In your village too, right? Because there was
right. So you go and you moving fast. He doesn't never have a relationship with me. So he might have met me once or twice, but it's just like I met him once or twice, and they saying, we living with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm gonna be like, nigga, I don't know you. Mm-hmm. Like I know my granddaddy, I know my uncles, I know my grandmama. These are people that I've been around. I know my cousins. All my cousins was staying with my grandmama. Like, you take me from a family structure and you put me with a stranger, we not going to click at first. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We not going to click at first. And I just don't think he was mature enough to realize that. So I just think he kind of resented me until I maybe started doing some things that he did like, because they played basketball. Okay. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. He was a musician and stuff like that. But like you said, he didn't have a dad in his life. Yeah, he didn't have a dad. So by the time he did start trying to reach to me or whatever, you know what I mean? And then another thing was that his son, he was raising his son, and then his son really didn't click with my mom. So his son,
the same age, or
no, he a lot older than me. My brother, like my oldest brother, like 4 or 5 years older than me.
That's his son.
That's his son.
That's what's still coming, bro.
But we grew up together.
That's respect.
But you just threw us all together like that, and that's the parents' fault. You know what I mean? That's the mom, and I'm not. My mom is the best thing ever, but you know what I mean. That's just something you gotta know each other before you do that kind of stuff. But I understand 30-something years old and y'all trying to live righteous. In order to do what you want to do, you gotta get. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get married. You know what I mean? Because
that takes work. Yeah.
They shit. My mom got married. She probably 33. You know what I'm saying? 32, 33. Okay. You know what I mean? He probably 34, 35. You know, they young. So, but my thing is, you know what I'm saying? My brother, Kathadius, he resented my mom like this, and then his mom had passed away. So you know what I'm saying? So it was already a lot going on with him.
That's a dynamic.
So he didn't accept it. I didn't accept my stepfather. So now you got a family broken. But my stepbrother was able. I wasn't going nowhere. My stepbrother was able to leave and go stay with his uncle, and I think my pops resented that. Maybe my stepfather resented that and took that out on me. You know what I mean? So we really didn't have all these years. You know, the only thing that we had in common is that we was praying 5 times a day. Okay. And that's why I tell people all the time, y'all go to church all you want to. That shit don't fix nothing.
It don't fix shit.
You know what I'm saying? That don't fix nothing until you do the work.
Until you do the fucking work.
You know what I'm saying? God is there to help you through a lot of hard times, but you still got to do the work. You still got to put the work. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we sit there. You would think faith would bring us together. If faith can't bring you together, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like
God put faith. Faith come with work.
And some of that stuff is my fault.
Work is what? Hold on, faith without work is what?
Faith without work is dead.
Right.
Faith without work
and what a lot of people, I know this turned to like a therapy session, but
I got the title.
But we talking about father.
We have a good conversation.
And we talking about not it being too late to be a father.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I think, you know what I'm saying, he may have thought it was too late to reach me. And then when he did try to reach out to me, when he saw that I had a love for music, he tried to reach out to me through his music. where he was a jazz musician.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
I mean, that's all he ever did. And I respect this hustle. This man, they never had no job. This man rolled up and still blowing the horn. He's 70 years old.
Got you.
He's still blowing the horn.
He's a real musician. He's
a real musician.
Okay.
You can't take that away from him. And I say that in one of my songs. I'm like, man, shit, this is you. You a genius at this. We could have done music together. But since we always talking about music, a lot of these older heads didn't understand rap.
They didn't. No, they didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the hell no.
They hit a rap. He like, damn, that's what you want to do. Let me show you some real music, boy.
Hold on. You know what else used to do that shit? You know what else used to do that? No, you know what else used to do that back in the day? Like, early Steve Harvey used to do that shit all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody they had to hate hip-hop. It was too new.
Yeah, it was too new.
So
but what the fuck is
the same shit with them? Every phase before them hated the one after them.
But for them to be such musical geniuses, they didn't even really understand that hip hop was what they were doing.
Yeah.
It was rhyming and lyrics.
It's different though.
But this nigga like, that's not music. Let me show you how to read some notes.
Yeah, it's different too. Like that's like now that our generation now, when it comes to like listen to our kids,
Right.
like back in the day, we can even talk back.
Oh no! Shout out to Esau. Shout out to Esau Lewis. He's the only listen to no goddamn
but I think, man, back to what I was saying, man, and just to wrap that up, man,
shut up, Pop.
is that I love my stepfather, man.
That's what's up.
And man, he can call me, man. He ain't got, him and my mom divorced and shit, but
Okay.
you know what I mean. And then that's when the disconnection went away. And you know what I'm saying? That hurts my feelings because we should be bigger than that.
Man, I'm glad you saying that.
But I understand, you know what I'm saying? Because I probably done killed his dream, you know what I mean, a couple times. But I was young. It's not my fault.
Yeah, it ain't your fault.
Know what I'm saying? It's not my fault, you know what I'm saying?
But you grew up and you thought about it from that perspective that you.
And it makes me a better man now.
It makes exactly
because I got stepkids, and I've had some that love me, and I've had some that run me over.
Yes,
I got.
Your kids gonna be kids.
I got some that love me to death. And then I got some that you just want me to die. But you know what I mean?
I got bonuses.
So what I was about to ask, because when we first started this whole episode, when he went off, when he was saying and things he was saying, the question I'm gonna ask you and him and myself. When he was saying like how y'all fathers was and then how y'all are as fathers. So I'm gonna start first. Like I didn't have a dad. My dad died was like 4 years old. But thank God back when I was younger, my neighborhood was a village. You know what I'm saying? So thank God I had male figures, even drug dealers back in the day. Cause you didn't even know they sold drugs when I was like 6 years old back in that time. You know what I'm saying? Like you just know they was fresh. And they handled their business or whatever, and they kept you out of trouble. And you know what I'm saying? You couldn't do certain things, or they wouldn't put you in certain things. You know, it was a village back in my day. And even with my friend's dad, learning from them and learning how a relationship should be, and learning how different relationships is, like learning how my best friend mom and his stepmom, and how Justin mom and dad was, and they two different, but they make it work. So that's what I learned as far as when it came to me having a father, I had father figures, you know what I'm saying? My coach, shout out to Coach Norris. You know what I'm saying? Shout out even to I had certain moms when it comes to my basketball coach mom. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to me being a father, how like sometimes, like I like what you said earlier about how society try to tell you how to be, especially like a single dad. Like I'd rather save money, have a trampoline, basketball goal, and all this other stuff, than go every damn 2 or 3 weeks to go to this event when they can have it every time at the house, have every time in the backyard have an event. Have a yard, have a trampoline, have a basketball goal, have bikes. Depends, I gotta go somewhere to act like I'm a good father because whatever they need at the crib is there. The house is a home. This ain't just where they lay their head and just eat. Sometimes motherfuckers go out all the time now.
Understood.
This is where we feed, we learn, we eat.
Understood.
And we take care of each other, you know what I'm saying? And I think we lost in that type of shit now. Everybody's house is not a home. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's house is just where they lay their head at. They barely be there.
Well, he kind of spoken there.
That's what I said.
Parents don't have relationships. Therefore, the kids won't build relationships. See, my thing is homes are built on relationships.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you got a whole bunch of goddamn roommates. Even your kids.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Say that one more time.
Say that.
Yeah, I mean,
please.
Either you got relationships in your house or you got a bunch of roommates. That's even between parents and their kids. If y'all don't conversate, go to the table, eat, Men go get out and do shit. Yeah. You got a house full of goddamn roommates and y'all all got the same last name.
And then what I say about
you sound like me, but I say a little bit different.
What I say about the parents right now,
you reflect.
What I say about the parents right now is like we got 2-3 different types of parents. We got the parents that are just so young that they are too friendly to the kids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then we got parents that are just stuck so old school that they can't relate to the kids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then we just got the internet.
Yeah. Then we got the internet.
And then we got the internet. Like parenting wasn't already tough. Mm-hmm. And then you throw the internet in. And then you throw DSS in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They force you to throw
the gangsters.
You can't fuck these kids up no more. Yeah. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, like, shit, I had a DSS case and then it overlapped into COVID. I was on fucking DSS radar for 3-4 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? All over some bullshit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A lie. Gotcha. It was a lie.
It gets like that. That's right.
It was a lie. It was a young lady that was living in my house that didn't want to take a charge. Got caught up with some shit in school. Said she got it from me. Just threw me under the bus, and we had a decent relationship till she just lied on me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And my whole thing is that damn DSS. You can't say, hey, that's not true.
Right.
Here come the investigation.
They're gonna come and do an investigation.
And then after the investigation. These motherfuckers want you to pay them $75 motherfucking dollars every time you see them for a class.
A fee. Wow.
Oh yeah.
For a class on parenting over a lie.
Hold on. I don't want to get lost in the sauce. All right, I don't want to get lost in the sauce. So tell me about your dad and you as a father.
Well, I'm gonna give my dad a big shout out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Esau Lewis Jr. That's my guy.
Okay.
Man, my dad. Like a lot of people, man, like my parents didn't really get along. Mm-hmm. And they came up in the 80s, man. First of all, as a father now, I understand what the hell the 80s was, man. First of all, you got to know what the hell the 70s was. Party time. The 80s was the continuation. Mm-hmm. Y'all know Prince, Michael Jackson. Look, my family had a club. My parents were young as hell. I think they met in the club, you know what I'm saying? Right. So they were party animals. They loved to hang out. They always had fun together.
Shout out to your mama.
And shout out to Mary Ann. Shout out to Mary Ann.
My mama turned.
You and that damn cigar gonna have to buy me another table.
Yeah, he about to burn through that shit. But goddamn,
I thought you were smoking.
But just watching how my parents, seeing how young they were, you know what I'm saying? I was one of those kids that blamed them for all my mishaps or everything that I feel like I didn't have coming up because I always compared them to other parents, which I feel like that's most kids. That's their downfall. That's their downfall. I really feel like God laying you with the set and the pair that's supposed to give you the best understanding of the word that you get. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you, if it wasn't for those two, and they're so different from everybody else. Right. Mm-hmm. Like even right now, man, my mom still thinks she 18, bro. Will cuss you out. She just got double hip surgery, so she can't kick your ass like she used to.
Yeah, I was about to go there.
She could kick your ass. She'd kick your ass, and then she'd cook you a plate and tell you sit your ass down and he'll have some food.
Oh yeah, that's how so different, man.
But my dad, because of the dynamic they had, they wasn't able to live together long, man. I remember when I was a kid, I watched the fights. They used to, you know what I'm saying? They used to fight. So I mean, one damn night, man, they fought to the school bus. Can't help me. My brother had to go get on the school bus. And they still was swinging on each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it was like that though, man. But
that was in Florence. That was in Florence. That was in Florence. Wow.
Hell yeah, bro. Hey, look, we scared to get to school, but y'all stop.
I remember those episodes of
Nah, we get to the bus talking about stop. Y'all stop. They still going, but because of that, they wasn't even really live. They was able to party together. They were great friends.
Great friends.
They were great friends. But then what happens is responsibility kicks in. Yeah, you know, when kids, it's just like with anybody else. Like most friends who are friends, and you go into business together, y'all become. You know what I'm saying? Right. Everybody can't do business together, man.
Correct.
And I learned
raising a family is business.
Raising a family is business. So in my life, getting older, growing up, duty. I learned that was the dynamic with my parents. They were good people, great people. They just couldn't do it together. Right. They had their own little things, but they both served a great deal. Were gems to my life. My dad, he was a workaholic. Drove trucks. Since the day I was born, he drove trucks. And just like you said, even though he wasn't there a lot, you remember the words he said, right?
Yeah, I remember some shit.
My dad was not there a lot. Like I said, we probably lived together till I was about 6 or 7. Then again, between 7 and 8, and then it was like a big-ass gap. But I remember some words he said even back then, because he always worked. He kind of built, he gave me confidence, so to speak, to walk around like I was the shit. Dad, what kind of work you do? You don't remember what kind of goddamn work I do. I do it.
Yeah.
You give me the job, I do it. Dad, can you drive this? If it come on wheels, I can goddamn drive it. You know what I mean? So it's stuff like that kind of put blocks in me to when I started facing opposition in life, I started saying to myself, shit, if my daddy can do it, God damn it, I can do it. I realized I would not have had that from anywhere else in the world. Any other man probably could have said it, but he didn't.
Yeah.
But the fact that he did, they landed in my spirit so deep, I would not be where I am in this walk in my life right now had it not been for him. Right. And right now, I mean, he's retired now, and we sit down, we had these conversations and shit.
That's love.
And one thing he just knows, I mean, like I said, he was a workaholic. And I just picked that up from the damn day that I know that in this life, nobody's never going to give you shit.
Right.
You know, if you sitting back waiting for somebody to do something for you, you're going to be a lost motherfucking soul.
Do it yourself.
I remember my dad lost his driver's license once. And like I said, he was driving for this trucking company. And, you know, for the first thing you would think is, man, he'd have been there all these damn years, but he lost his driver's license. Nah, he about to do his goddamn job.
Hell no.
He can't get to work.
Think about the finesse and work.
My pop was living in Northgate Trailer Park.
Right. Yeah.
Thomas and Howard was on Farrell Road.
Yeah.
Wow, bro, that's back in the day, bro.
When he first lost his license, he did. He had to be there at 3 o'clock in the morning. He was a truck driver. But they still letting him drive the truck. So, he was OG then like that. But it's the early 90s. A lot of shit can fly back then. He was grandfathered in. Don't try that shit now.
He was going to jail back in the day, right? You could like go there and be like, all right, you go home.
Look, a lot of shit just gonna fly back then.
Yeah, man.
I watched this man get up, start walking at 11 o'clock at night, just to get to work by 3 o'clock in the morning, jump in that truck and drive.
Yeah, that's dedication.
I watched him do that shit over a whole summer. And then one day, he got some money up, and the company put him in a car. Help him get his driver's license back, and the company put him in the car. And my bad. Before that, he bought a bike.
Yeah, I'm about to say now.
So he started riding the bike.
Right.
From Northgate Trailer Park to the goddamn job. I'm saying to myself, I'm watching him wake up in the morning, hitting the goddamn door, picking that bike up, taking it outside. What the fuck is this man doing? He's driving all the way across. No excuses,
bro. No excuses.
I watch a man who got hit with adversity where I know most motherfuckers would have cracked.
Exactly.
Most men would have dropped the ball and said, I can't do this shit. I can't. I watch this. Mind you, I'm 5'6". I'm taller than my dad, by the way. I'm taller than my dad. Okay. But he's big, huge spirit. Huge spirit.
Okay.
Huge voice. Huge voice. You cannot tell this man he cannot do it. He gonna prove to you that it's gonna get done. And I'm talking about a fucking 40+ year career in driving trucks for this same damn company.
Wow.
Lost the driver's license, then drove the bike. Mind you, first he started in Florence, South Carolina. The company moved to Columbia. That's how I ended up in Columbia, by the way. You know what I'm saying? But
because your dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad. That was the base of my transplant. But he kept going. Well, I know most men would have been quit. Most men would have said, fuck it. Burger King around the corner. I got to take this pay cut and go around. That man said, hell no. And I thank him for that. And that what got, right now, that's my crown jewel, is showing me that there's nothing on this planet that can stop a man from doing what the hell needs to be done if he wants it that bad.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of dad I have.
Exactly. And that comes with,
that's the kind of dad I have.
And that's what comes with being a man and understanding shit has to be fucking done. It's no, you have, and that's why father is so important when it comes like fuck feelings in a way. Like the resolution is so important more than what we feel. Regardless, especially, I'm sorry, I got 3 other excellent men on this goddamn table right now, and we be tired and not spirit. Just know how hard we do work. We don't be tired, like in the way we be tired. We don't be sleepy. But we gonna have to get shit done.
I rarely get sleepy.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to PRIMETECH, bro. Shout out to PRIMETECH.
That motherfucker don't sleep.
No. Can't.
What, do he sleep?
I don't know. He a vampire. But the question, shout out to PRIMETECH because I try my best to about PRIMETECH much as I can. As far as what we did last time, go check out the live on YouTube with Real Raw Reflection on the top 10 West Coast, East Coast, South. Check it out. Watch, subscribe, share, watch, and support. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Prime because Prime, and I love how life is, man. Life, it gives you a certain fruit that you just got to eat when you have faith in it. You know what I'm saying? And I bit on this shit hard. I did no light bit. I ain't want no taste, nigga. I'm going to taste it nasty. I know it's going to taste good at the end. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what if it's sour?
I don't give a fuck. I have faith in.
What if it's ugly?
It's ugly?
What if the fruit ugly?
Shit, it could be ugly, but you know what? I'm successful.
We said,
you know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
So before I was saying though,
we about to get into it.
So the question I got,
hold on, no.
Y'all don't know. Well, I got a question for him about your parents. Were your parents, both of your mom and your dad, did they come from single parent homes, or were they parents together? Was your granddaddy?
Well, that's what I was about to ask everybody here. So it sounds like everyone else, the parents didn't stay together.
That's all. That's all. I'm gonna ask him. Right.
Well, I say this part. After all these years of this shit I'm talking about, my parents did not live together, but they still married. How about that?
No.
Look, they refused to get divorced.
You
but they separated.
They separated.
Okay.
You said your parents?
Yeah, my parents.
No, I'm talking about your grandparents.
Oh, my grandparents. Oh, look.
I'm talking about your mom and dad. Were they together?
My mama's. Well, my mom lost her mom at 3.
Okay. So basically my dad, right? Okay. What about your dad?
My dad had both his parents.
Okay, were they still together though?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's why he might,
years married.
That's why he might have
somewhere in the 60s.
That's why he might still have a certain wholesome. We don't know the whole chemistry of their relationship, but you might understand like by anything necessary. I gotta get this because maybe.
But also they come from a large family too, right? For what I do get about these kids that come from large families and from the country. All the kids don't pick up the characteristics of the parents.
But they don't make grandparents like that.
No, they don't.
That's what I was about to get
into. My granddaddy was an alcoholic around Eastover. He had his own house and had money and shit. But he was an alcoholic, partying every fucking weekend, fucking all kind of shit.
I was just about to say that.
My grandmama didn't leave him till he died. And then she, the next man that she married, she was with until she died.
Yeah,
you know
time was different, man.
He wasn't shit.
Time was different.
And he definitely wasn't shit. He was an alcoholic.
And that's the difference. Now that I think about it, because my grandparents were together their entire lives. My grandfather passed first, and then my grandmother. You know,
they believe that death do us part.
Yeah. Commitment.
And check this out. All of their kids got married.
Okay.
Once. And all of their kids still married.
Got you. So
you know what I'm saying?
It
was something that was taught. Yeah, it was something that was taught.
So now
I'm beginning to understand like there's a different dynamic here because I think I might be the odd man out in this situation.
That's why I want you to go last.
Because my parents have been together my entire life. Still together to this day.
That's cool.
My grandparents on both sides been together their entire lives.
That's
both
how
sides,
I set this shit up.
It's weird because I hear all these conversations with other people talking about they have one parent, whether it's the father that's left or passed away, or the mother's there or passed away, and then here I see, okay, well, yeah, I had both parents.
You're the minority.
I see that.
Yeah.
And then on top of that is like, so me growing up was I guess I had it from all different ways because I grew up, well, first of all, my mother worked for social services. My father was a principal at one of the schools and then was also a minister in the community. So life growing up was challenging.
I think people don't understand that part. I don't think people understand that part though.
Yeah, in church every Sunday.
I would PK.
Yeah, I think people don't understand that part. As far as like, regardless of parents being together, but people don't understand like you being an individual of challenging a certain thing, regardless if it's good or not. Like,
it's life. That's what
I'm saying. But a lot of people think even though it's still good at both parents like being together to understand certain things, that is a big plus. You know what I'm saying?
He was a preacher's kid. And I grew up in a house. I grew up in a house where don't get it twisted. Even though it wasn't my father, I grew up in a 2-parent household. From the time I was 7 to the time that I got out, till I was 16. Yeah, 15. Well, 15. But crazy. That was just 8 years straight. But my parents wasn't a preacher kid. I wasn't a preacher kid because my mom, my stepfather wasn't what you call, or instead of a preacher in Islam, they call it the imam.
Okay.
So my stepfather wasn't the imam, but my mother was more educated on Islam than every person in our congregation. Wow. My mother came from Colombia, being taught by Omar Shaheed, which is right there on Monticello, that same masjid that's been there for 60-something years. My mother was taught by him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when she came to Conway, all them Muslims was coming out of prison. Wow. So, and if you know anything about, and it's got that, they don't matter if you're Muslim, Christian, Jew, whatever. A prison religion is different. From on the outside world religion. It's not, because you got people that's in there teaching each other a bunch of stuff, and sometimes they only. Basically, when I moved, I was 7 years old, and our masjid in Conway was so small. The way that we got a congregation was through the prison system. Mm-hmm. Wow. But when they all came out of prison, it was my job to teach them how to pray correctly. Oh, man. You know what I mean? They couldn't pray. Yeah. Right. They didn't know, you know what I mean? It's a process in Islam. It's a process before when you start through your, getting ready to pray, your wudu, you know what I'm saying, to the time to calling the prayer, to actually doing the prayer, to the end of the prayer. It's a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't imagine just growing up a preacher's kid, like, cause I know how
he basically a preacher.
I know how hard Islam is.
You learn the ways, bro.
I couldn't imagine like really being I'm in the house with a mother and a father that's just religious. Right. But I couldn't imagine like you the head of a congregation, like, right. Oh my God, like
there was no way you could be hip hop Harry.
Let me make it even worse. And then later on in life, my mom became a minister as well. Mm-hmm. So both of them are ministers, correct. Mm-hmm. But it was just an interesting dynamic growing up in that situation because not only did I have a solid 2-parent household, but I also had solid family community as well as community outside of the community because I couldn't get in trouble in school. Yeah. Everybody knew my dad. Damn. And everybody knew my mom. So they was just a phone call away. I couldn't get in trouble at church. Right. Because everybody knew my dad. So
I kind of went through that too, my mom being a school teacher.
But in hindsight, I'm going to say this part. Here go the question. In hindsight, because I know you see how that served you over time.
Yes.
You see how well it served you.
Yeah.
Damn, two-parent kids are way better kids. They were, I'm talking about like, what I feel like single parent kids are a little bit more tougher. You know what I mean? Yeah. But 2-parent kids are more polished. Like they don't. It doesn't take them as long as it took us to get to where we needed to be because they have more structure. Where a 1-parent kid doesn't have the structure.
Yeah, that's right.
But he has a struggle. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And he has the motivation. Right. Like you don't have you have the structure, but you may not have the motivation that say a Jay-Z had waiting on his pop on the bench every weekend and he don't show up. You know what I mean? Right. But then what you have that he don't have is that it wouldn't take you to 26 to realize what's going on in life because you already been well versed on it. Mm-hmm. Because what one parent doesn't know, the other parent usually can take up, you know what I mean, does know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's a twist of that as well because like growing up, there were certain things that my parents would shelter my sister and I from. That would happen. Yeah. The dynamics within the outer family rings or whatnot. And an example, a few years ago, I had an uncle that passed away. And we always knew something would happen when we left the family property.
keep secrets.
Yeah.
Family secrets,
but this
baby.
one particular time, I guess I was of age then, so I didn't have to leave when my parents left. But we sat there, and then my parents had left. And the moment they knew, the moment the clear was, everybody was gone, and it was like, oh, it's clear. That house turned to a party.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there looking like, wait a minute.
What?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
And it's,
Y'all hear this from me?
and it's crazy though. I see like the dynamic of our group right now. Like far as like how we all different, but I see all of us like gaining stuff from each other. Like 2-parent household, a parent and had a stepdad, but you know, father was him and his dad, mom fighting, but you know, kind of being best friends. Not having a daddy at all. You know what I'm saying? But my mom never really talked bad. My mom told the truth, but she ain't going on about it. She said, yeah, your dad probably come over sometimes about because he probably want to see me more than he want to see you. But she ain't go like, she didn't like, she ain't shit. You know, she was like, just like, boom, that what it was, that's what it is.
Yeah,
she ain't go too far, but based off this group, right, if you think about how dynamic it is and our personality, it all makes so much fucking sense. In a certain way.
I've never heard my mother say a bad thing about me.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying, but you still had a stepdad.
No, I'm talking about I had a stepdad, but even through having a stepdad, I have never heard. It's two things that I have never seen my mama do. You know what I'm saying? I still to this day don't know what my mother's legs look like. Straight up.
I had to laugh, and I get it.
I get it too. I
get it.
It's just the details, though.
No. I'm just being real.
No, that's what I'm saying.
If I had a gun to my head right now, and somebody was like, describe your mother's body,
You don't know.
or you gonna die, then I'm a dead ass nigga. Because I do not know what my mother looks like.
I know what you're saying.
Naked, legs.
Nothing.
I don't know, where her, where the shape of her breasts are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I have never seen my mother, you know what I mean?
2024.
Cleveland.
Remember?
It's a whole different world now.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
I'm glad you said that.
I've never seen that.
I was on social media, right? And they was showing a video. It was a video of Family Matters, right? And Laura's going out on a dance, right? And you know, back in the day, the sitcoms, whatever, like, let's say, for instance, your daughter on like, you the father on the sitcom, whatever, and your daughter's wearing, like, a certain type of, like, cover dress, whatever, right? And, you know, back in the day, be like, woo, like, you know, the little, sounds, whatever.
Yeah.
I heard a woman on there say, why they wooing for it? Because I'm like, they don't understand back then, like, they let kids be kids. Like, she's wearing a dress. She's not wearing the sexiest dress or the most revealing or the most popular dress. She's wearing a cute dress enough for a kid. Like my daughter on her graduation. My daughter ain't wearing no motherfucking shit tight. My daughter look beautiful. She ain't look sexy.
Yeah, I've never seen it. That's why I was just saying, like, it's too.
That's what I'm saying.
I have never seen my mother.
Right.
Like I said, I don't even know what my mother's legs look like, bro.
Yeah.
But that's one thing about my mother. I've never seen her body. You know what I'm saying? And the other thing about my mama is I have never heard her speak any bad will about anybody.
Mm-hmm.
She has never talked down on my father.
Yeah.
She has never talked down on my stepfather. Whenever they was going through it,
yeah,
she might have said like the business part of it, but she never got personal with it.
Yeah, that's
I don't even know what caused them to split up. Like, I got an idea because I was in the streets when he was in the streets, but, because we crossed paths in the streets, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
The same situation,
you know what I'm
mine. She
I don't know.
Mind you, I watched them get into arguments, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I ever came out and said something about my daddy, she'd give me this look. Like, this is you overstepping your boundary.
Yeah.
That's your
child's a child.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's a different day.
But you got women that would just straight up trash these niggas out here.
That's nowadays, bro.
And you told daddy baby about a nigga.
And you may feel like that even if it's the truth.
I hate it though.
Even if it's the truth, I don't like when a woman just straight up, like, if I'm talking to a woman, like, even in even in here, like I done had women come in here and they getting their baby daddy out of jail, and they tell me, I don't know why I'm getting the motherfucker out. We ain't fucking together and shit. Well, I don't fuck, man. But his goddamn son, you know, I need him to pay child support. That's all. So I'm getting him out. But fuck that motherfucker and that kind of shit. Like he ain't shit. Like I just ain't never heard. You know what I'm saying? I never heard my mama talk down on my dad. And I know my dad, man. And another thing, you know, I heard. My grandmother stayed right around the corner behind the library, right here on Park Lane. I heard my grandma and my granddaddy every day. If I go over there, every day they cuss each other out. But let one of us talk about my granddaddy. Shit, she will shut that shit down so fucking fast. Yes. Like she could be like, they could say, "My motherfucker, fuck you, goddamn, you ain't shit, you the motherfucker, da 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 da." And if I say some shit like that, motherfucker ain't shit, she'll say, "What the fuck?" I get my motherfucking ass kicked, bro. Yeah. Like they would, the old school women do not believe in that shit, man.
That down talking.
Yeah. But man, that's all you gonna hear. Like you miss a child support payment around this motherfucker, boy. They all on Facebook.
Don't be a lesson, y'all.
Oh, that motherfucker taking care of somebody else's kid.
Motherfucking lesson, bro.
He ain't taking care of mine, motherfucker. This Rick Ross baby mama.
No.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll be glad when that bitch 15 minutes is up.
Hey, but she hilarious though. I ain't gonna lie though. She hilarious though. I ain't gonna lie.
She's not funny to me.
She hilarious.
She is. What is wrong with black women, bro?
I don't think she know what's right.
Not all black women. Let me tell you that. She is. What is wrong with a lot of black women?
That's like Corey Holcomb, bro. Corey Holcomb be saying some crazy shit, but it's still funny. It's still funny.
No, but I'm talking about a woman.
It makes sense though, right? Come on now, you know. That's what I'm
talking about. A woman talking bad about her baby daddy and a man talking bad about his baby mama online.
Fine.
That is bullshit.
It is bullshit, but it is
like me. Like I done dropped a subliminal or two, but I have never came out and just said, man, my baby mama's trash. For one, it'd be a lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For one, it'd be a lie.
No. Let me keep it real funny. Because if anybody has a reason to get some sour shit, it's me.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If anybody got a reason to get on some sour shit like that, it would be me.
It would be, yeah.
So mind you, because I got two daughters I ain't seen in years. You know what I'm saying? But
you slightly talk about it. You don't talk about it that much.
But see, you know why? You know why? Because the thing is, you are who you are to those kids. You know what I'm saying? You are those kids. You don't need to put out into the universe nothing bad about. If their mom ain't doing what they supposed to do, if they did you a certain kind of way, ain't no reason to have this big ass emotional lash out. I'm saying, really, it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass. Yeah. It's gonna come back and bite you in the ass. What I feel like with all parents should prioritize not your feelings for the opposite for the other parent. It's your relationship with those children. Yeah. Because guess what? Even if you won't have it right now, they're going to get older. They're going to come back around. So what you going to do? Talk to them all day about how their mama wasn't shit? Or how their daddy didn't pay this in? No, it's about relationship. Yeah, exactly. You go through what you go through. And I say this right here, right? Them kids see everything that you complaining about.
Right.
They know it firsthand. So you don't have to tell these kids what's going on. And when they get old enough, they are going to, hey, look. They're going to act accordingly.
I'm glad you said that because what he said earlier, about 45 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago, whatever time, when he said it's never too late, right?
It's never too late.
But then sometimes it wasn't because it's never too late. Sometimes it's just about certain situations like, if I do this, I really got to go through all of this, right? But then that's, when it comes to opportunity when she's a certain age or this person certain age, now it's more about like, I can really, and next thing you know, they be like, and they go back like, I see that you really stopping him from seeing me. Mm-hmm. Now
you ain't fooling the kids.
That's why I say you gotta be careful. Because a lot of people, I gotta lie to you, motherfuckers on Facebook. A lot of people treat Facebook like it's a fucking diary, bro.
Hold up, Pup. This is what I hate.
No,
you said right
now. I don't like when people say that. People treat Facebook like it's a diary.
It is.
No, it is a diary.
But it's a diary.
It is.
If it's exactly what it is.
But no, it's exactly. But this is the part that get me. when you put your prayers online, like you talking to God through Facebook.
No, you can't do that.
Now that part,
but
it's a journal.
I touch back on the.
It's a journal. It's not a diary.
But it's a public journal.
I got a question for y'all. So it's a public journal. Watch this. So if it's a Facebook, no. If it's a fucking diary, if Facebook is a fucking diary, if you got a diary that you wrote in it, right? So diary means privacy.
Oh, you're right.
No, stop. Let me go.
I got you.
And I'll look in your journal right now.
Let's use a journal.
No. If I'm
you went from diary to journal.
But you missed the word.
No.
Can I stop you for a second?
No, can I come first?
No, because you can't come first because you missed the whole point.
No,
and I don't
I
want
said
you to
the
go
diary.
too far. No,
you can't go there. Come on, you gotta be cooked.
It's a public diary. You missed the public part. It's not a private diary. It's two different diaries. You're thinking what the white man told you about a diary.
Well, I don't talk to women, man. No. I'm the last nigga.
No disrespect. No, but just like they say, you gotta eat damn eggs and grits for breakfast. You don't.
I like
it don't matter what the fuck you eat for breakfast.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
A diary is just something for you to write in, to jot down, so that you can remember. Now, somebody else said it was supposed to be private, and you're going by that. Oh, it's supposed to be private. But Facebook is a public diary.
Right? No, it's not a public diary. That's what I'm saying.
It is a public diary.
Okay,
that's what it was made for.
Facebook was not made for. No, black people made it. Black people made it that way.
Black people didn't make it that way.
No, why don't you know how Facebook was made?
Black people didn't make it that way.
Facebook was a straight college motherfucker.
Yeah, but it being public.
But it was for the college kids to see what other college kids are doing on other campuses.
Black people were using MySpace at first.
No, I'm talking about. We talking about Facebook.
No. I'm saying no.
We talking about Facebook.
Black people got on it. They start using that bitch. I'm telling you.
But we're not talking about MySpace. We're talking about Facebook.
Y'all keep trying to change it. No, let me show you.
No, we're not.
Y'all let me finish first. I can't cook because y'all cook. Because you I can't even cook because I was on the stove. Y'all tell me move up the stove.
You got a choice. All you motherfuckers got a choice whether to look at our public diary or not. You chose to fucking look at it. So don't be motherfucking dissing Facebook because you chose to look at it. That's your fucking fault. Because you don't have to look, you don't have to subscribe, you don't have to motherfucking put that shit on your phone. You don't have to do shit. You can go live in the boring ass life that you was fucking living. But you chose to get on the motherfucker, and you can't complain about it.
I'm not fucking cooking.
I'm
not cooking.
I hate when people do
I got the pasta salad.
Facebook is the best thing that ever happened to this motherfucking United States.
I got the pasta salad. I got the salad.
Not the pasta salad.
I can't cook.
No, don't cook the pasta salad.
I can't.
There you go. Cook.
That's fucked up. You're telling me to cook. Now you gotta say everything. Okay, cool.
Couldn't find it sizzle down.
It's good. No, I'm cool with it.
It's your pot.
What I'm saying is, when it comes to you calling it, like when it comes to your diary, you gotta take the consequences of you saying certain shit. Right?
Don't post it.
That's all.
Come on, like. Okay, but people do though. That's what I'm saying.
If they want to, that's their business.
We're not talking about y'all.
It's my business to tell.
I'm just saying, if you go on Facebook and you post something that you made the conscious decision to put that out there,
right?
You're putting that energy in the
shit
atmosphere.
Of conscious decision compared to their emotions that just did it because they want to.
So what? It's their business.
Cool. I'm saying it's not about the part they post.
People say emotional shit every day.
No, I understand what you're saying. I got pasta salad. I can't finish what I'm about to say.
People go to the Catholic Church and fucking confess everything to the fucking Catholic.
They confess. And he don't supposed to go on Facebook.
He's not God.
Not that one nigga.
He don't supposed to go to nobody else.
But you don't tell 10.
No, but if
I go to nobody.
What's the fucking difference in me telling him and telling the world?
You telling 10 me.
I don't know what other people telling you.
Just like you just say, you supposed to go in that shit and talk to whoever you supposed to talk to, and that's supposed to be.
But who knows what he gonna take?
All right.
No, but if you told 10 me, guess what?
It's not a diary, bro.
Point is,
whether you choose to post your business on there,
a diary is not nothing that's goddamn.
Diary is what you learned as a kid.
That's like saying, "Oh, dear diary on Facebook. I just went out there and I
nobody say fucking dear diary, bro.
I just killed people. Like I just went out and shot 10 people.
People done that.
And just type that on Facebook.
That's their platform.
And then I'm going on about my business, and they wonder why the cops show up at your door.
Yeah.
So do motherfuckers?
But if they did that, are they wrong?
No, do that
That's
every time. No,
y'all
never let me finish though. Y'all never let me finish. Y'all keep talking about
like that freedom of speech to post whatever they want.
But y'all didn't let me finish.
But hold up, but what part?
I'm gonna talk about what I'm about to say, but y'all didn't let me finish though.
Yeah,
it's consequences. But you didn't let me finish. Thank you.
But it's consequences for walking out the motherfucker.
You just want to get to the consequence part.
It's consequences for walking out of your house without a goddamn umbrella.
Listen, I make a pasta salad, and what's the other shit you gotta make when it's cold? With the eggs, mustard.
Potato salad.
Potato salad. I'm not making nothing else, bro. I'm trying to goddamn cook.
What point is?
Nigga, you was a nigga that's running a podcast that's posted on Facebook. Yeah. You know, you were running a podcast that's posted on Facebook.
Yeah, like, I didn't finish though, my whole statement though. It's
you just got finished talking about your dad.
You got consequences.
You just got finished talking about your dad. What? You hadn't seen your dad since he was 4 years old. I think that's what you said.
4 years old.
You died when you was 4 years old. That may be too personal for somebody out there. We are on Facebook right now.
No, but I can say the consequences of what I said. If I think it was too personal for if I can't take the repercussion of anything, I would not said it.
You said
I would say to y'all in personal. I would not say on
telling
camera.
everything to Facebook. I heard.
I think we live in
You
an era
changing
now.
the shit up. Now you sound like me now. It's cool. I'm glad I'm growing on you, bro.
You have to have discernment. You have to have
discernment. There you go.
Discernment, correct. You gotta
now y'all want to say all
understand
that bullshit just now. Like y'all tripping right now.
You can't put everything out there in the atmosphere.
You cannot.
And that's why. Okay.
And if you did, it's your business.
Potato salad,
and you got to deal with.
There are people that utilize those platforms as therapy. They're like, okay, well, I'm going to speak my mind and I'm going to say whatever I want to say, however I want to say it out there. But then they're not understanding that there again are consequences to what you put out there.
And can I tell you a quick story?
And that's what I was about to say, but y'all would not let me cook though.
Can I tell you a quick story?
That's all I'm about to say.
Can I tell you a quick story?
It ain't gonna be quick. Go ahead.
It don't matter.
I'm just saying.
But this is my point right here.
Go ahead, dog.
There's a young lady on Facebook from Denmark, South Carolina.
Shout out.
Who that?
No, that one died.
Somebody went down.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
It's a young lady on Facebook from Denmark, South Carolina, right? I saw, I know her peoples. I don't really know her. I've seen her before, but I know her peoples, but better than I know her. But her son passed away. You know what I'm saying? I never knew how her son passed away. She never said how her son passed away.
I know who you're talking about.
I just recently found out she did. Her son had a what do you call it? Post. How you say that word? Postmortem. When you pass away, it's like you know what I'm talking about.
Postmortem.
Well, I guess I don't think that's the word. But anyway, when you pass away and they have a graduation for you, they call it. That's the post something person or whatever. And they did not do right by her child. This is important. I'll wait till you get all your shit together.
There you go.
So this is the beauty of Facebook. So I saw that they were praying for this kid. Then I saw that this kid passed away. Like we got mutual friends. Mm-hmm. I saw that this kid passed away. Never knew how he passed away. Didn't know if he had been shot. Didn't know if he had a sickness. Didn't know how he passed away, right? Mm-hmm. So, even through all the year, 2 years that all of this was going on, and she posted some different stuff, she was just doing like memorials and stuff and just like shout outs and stuff. Right. She never said how he passed. Mm. But when the school didn't do what they do right by this kid, right, it came out, she just kind of just said it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How he passed. It was so important for her to tell that because nobody knew. You know what I mean? And that's not her spreading her business. That's not nobody judging her. That's not nobody just getting upset one day and it just blurted out. That's a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? That's learning from life. Everybody don't go to church. Everybody don't go to a masjid. Right. Everybody don't have a big family. But everybody's going through something. Mm-hmm. So sometimes wherever you can get your knowledge from or wherever you can get your awareness from, that is beautiful for you to put that out there because all of that, like, keeping a secret type shit is what's killing us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. But I'm not
if I would have never, she brought awareness to me where I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to check on these motherfuckers. I need to check on my little nigga. I need to check on him because my kid, you know what I mean, is going through a lot of depression and a lot of stuff because, you know what I mean, he see his dad and his grandma doing it well and his mom's not doing so well. Mm. So that could cause him to maybe one day thinking that he doesn't belong here.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? If she didn't bring no awareness of that, I haven't heard of anybody committing suicide in years.
Fine.
Besides, that's not on the TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of a child doing that. You know what I mean, lately. But you know what I'm saying? But just so that she spoke about that made me aware, and maybe it made somebody else aware that child was going through something that they wasn't paying. You know what I mean? Not that she wasn't paying attention, because you know, so my homeboy Kevin committed suicide when I was in the 12th grade. Fucked me up. I came to Columbia for Christmas break. He killed himself while I was down here for Christmas break. Fucked me up. So, but but when it doesn't happen every day, you're not aware of it. So you can't say putting something out there and putting your business out there is wrong, because it's not wrong, because it's gonna help somebody else.
Okay, difference between you putting awareness out and you trying to clout and be funny.
But that's to you.
It ain't to me. Why you think I'm keep talking about me?
No, but I'm just saying, that's to you.
No, somebody
trying to
how you clout it.
All right, so y'all think come on. You think majority of people on Facebook is for awareness?
No.
So what are we talking about then?
A lot of people on Facebook
that's what I'm saying.
And I don't even think a lot of people being on Facebook is nosy. I think a lot of people on Facebook is just like they was in high school.
I think some they have high school. That's why they don't know on Facebook.
What's up, bro?
That's what I'm saying. I think
most of my friends are from high school.
That's what I'm saying. We think different. I think
most of my friends are from high school.
Majority of people I see that do that, that's not how they was in high school.
Most of my friends I saw every day in high school, didn't see them for a bunch of years, and now I see them every day, and it's cool.
So boom.
So
cool.
it wasn't like seeing them every day.
So it wasn't like they in high school then?
No, when I was in high school, we seen each other every day. What's up? Blah, 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 blah. But in high school, we didn't have life. You know what I mean? We had the basic life. But now our kids are growing. I love to see my friends' kids fucking dressing up in prom and going and graduating and shit like that. I'm like, oh shit, that's not nosy. I'm like, oh shit, fucking Tamika daughter just, and that just really happened. Yeah. Oh shit, Tamika daughter just graduated from college. Hell, I remember when we was in goddamn 8th grade homeroom. There's nothing wrong with that,
I think
bro.
you talking about the positive shit, and that's fine.
I don't see nothing.
You keep talking about prom dresses and all that shit. I would know anything.
I don't see nothing negative.
Let me
no, but
can I pivot?
I didn't see. I was talking about the negative. I wasn't talking about everything is negative.
Let me pivot. So, one thing that I've sat here and listened to each one of y'all, and we understand the difference between us growing up with a one-parent household versus two-parent household. So now we're all of age. We all have kids. Another thing that I noticed, so Pat, I think you and I are the only two that really have a two-parent household now.
Right.
Yeah.
On top of that, myself, I have a bonus child. I have a stepdaughter. Now, the relationship that I have with my stepdaughter is an interesting story. I feel like my biological children will see the growth differently than how she sees it, because at some point in time, she yearned for that relationship with her biological father. And I don't think she got what she wanted. She went on a search to try to find that relationship, and it didn't pan out. So I guess my question is to everyone here is...
She blaming you.
I'm not sure.
No, I think, yes,
part of it is blaming me, because she's very opinionated, and she feels that because of the things and experience that she has gone through in life, they've molded her so that she has this opinion that things are supposed to be a certain type of way.
That's fine.
But a lot of these niggas ain't shit.
But yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you this right here, because I experienced what you experienced, experiencing now. A lot of these niggas ain't shit. They ain't doing shit. She didn't get what she was looking for because he didn't give her what she was looking for.
Right.
So when, you know what I'm saying? So whenever it comes to a point where he starts having to explain himself to her, he's gonna toss it like, mom's the bad girl. You're the bad guy. Y'all are the reason why it's not like this. Or, you know, and maybe that may not be the dynamic in your situation, but in most situations is that these motherfucking niggas just ain't shit, but they don't want their kids to hate them. So they put that oh, your mom don't want me to see you. Or your mom was tripping. Or she got me on child support. I can't do nothing. Or yeah, that nigga, you know, she with that nigga. You know what I mean? That nigga ain't shit. That nigga don't want us together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they put all that shit in there. It brings a situation to when they don't get the love that they get from there, they start looking at the people that's in the household that's doing for them as a way to say, hey, you know what I mean? They're part of the problem instead of seeing that the love is coming from this way and not from that way. But
right.
you know, like I'll be straight up. My wife kids, the ones that don't like me,
don't like you.
The ones that don't like me,
don't they respect you? That's all that matters.
No, I don't give a fuck about that. When you walk
that's the thing about it. Like
the ones that don't like me are the ones. No, everybody yearns to be liked and loved in their own house. Respect is just that when you walk in the door, they speak. But if you come home to a place that you're paying for, you want the people that's in that house to love you. You don't. The respect.
I want respect over love any day.
Yeah, but I mean, damn, you different.
Yeah, I'm saying.
But
yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I appreciate you understand that.
But you know what I'm saying. But the thing about it is that you know what I'm saying is that they looking to do all of that. They looking for the scapegoat or why this situation
didn't work out the way they wanted.
Why it didn't work out the way it didn't work out. But man, you know what I mean.
Finish it up.
You can only do. My advice to you is like you can only just be there.
Right.
And I had to learn that because I was fussing my ass off, ready to get divorced because I got children that's in my house. My children love me to death, and they're not in my house. You know what I'm saying? At least you have love in your house. I went through a period of time where I didn't have any love in my house. Like I walked through the door and no kid is mine. You know what I'm saying? And then I just had to realize, I said, well, you know what I mean? Shit, I signed up for this shit. It may have been different,
right.
but then once I got married, it took a turn. You know, I would have never got married into that situation. But cause when I got married, everything was lovey-dovey. But once I got married, then these niggas just made it look like it was like some kind of big deal of why they wasn't seeing their kid. Right. But when in reality, they just didn't want to tell their kid, look, I'm struggling, I ain't shit, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to try to do better. And thank you to the man that's motherfucking providing you this lifestyle that you never had that I couldn't do for you. But a lot of men can't fucking function with the fact that another man got your baby mama, you know what I'm saying? Right. Got your baby mama, got your kid, and doing better than you. You know what I'm saying? That's tough for a nigga to swallow, but that's ego.
That's ego.
All right, so I do got a question. Let's say, for instance, I'm not saying y'all experience, but perspective, right? Let's say, for instance, not y'all women, let's say not y'all women, but y'all women. Y'all know what I mean by that. Was that type really was like being difficult? Maybe the baby ain't shit far as the relationship was, but maybe he was trying to see the child and she was like, nah, because you're not doing this, whatever. Then she might met a good dude and be like, you know what, I got a good dude. I'm willing to like, it's not about what y'all saying to her. It's just what she might think or assume. I want to cancel my baby daddy out because I got a good dude and whatever and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, be like, he was trying to see his child when I was single or maybe I was in talking stage and I still was like, nah, because I'm still mad. Now I got a good man. I don't want to do whatever to keep a good man because we never solve our issue as co-parenting to have an understanding and have a level or schedule or whatever. You're like, you know what? I don't give a fuck what he say, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
That's a poor excuse for a man in South Carolina.
I ain't talking about him, I'm talking about her. I ain't say him, I said her.
No, I'm just saying, any man in South Carolina doesn't see his kids.
But once that happens, you know, most of the guys are so ignorant.
But a woman can't block you out in South Carolina.
Okay, but we're not talking about, we can't, most men, right? You are more knowledge, you more whatever. But guys these days, which we need to talk about, don't take an initiative or, I would say initiative, or they're just ignorant.
More men.
So basically, hold on, you're saying the situation is the mother is attempting to avoiding and block out the biological father from the situation because she's
in a great situation
into a better situation,
and she kind of sort of been doing it.
And that happens.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I don't want to give us perspective. It's all men just jealous or think they whatever. Sometimes it be like, I got a good man. He be a good stepfather, whatever.
Let me keep a thought about with you right now. All right, when you have kids, let me tell you what your babies are. Your babies are a testament to what kind of a man you are in real life.
Damn.
What I learned about my babies, mind you, I call myself a layman to a lot of shit in life. I was going through life on auto, like a leaf in the wind, just going, right? The one thing that taught me, that gave me something to die for was my babies. I realized that the day I watched my girls come out of their mama, I know if anything happened here, I'm crashing out. These girls here, I'm crashing out. The day my son came out of his mama, anything touched this boy, I'm crashing out. My kids gave me purpose. They gave me drive. They gave me direction. They gave me a reason to wake up and say, I'm going to get it. So if that don't happen to you when you have kids, there's nothing like a DSS or a lawyer, there's nothing that can stop a man. Mm-hmm. I don't mean a male. I mean a man from seeing his babies. Nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
And then on top of that, like they have a legal right.
It's still a certain ignorance that we not
But every man
understand.
still have a legal right.
People don't know
has
the
a legal
information.
Right.
Like you said, some people don't have their dads. Some people don't know that type of information.
And they don't know the type of information, but that's not an excuse.
Right.
No, but see, I didn't go into
It's an understanding.
That's not an
That's all.
But that's the
I never
thing.
said it was an excuse.
It is an understanding.
I didn't say it's an understanding.
That's why I went into the vibe
That's why.
of what a kid does
Right.
to.
I'm glad you said
One
it.
thing a mama knows is when she have a baby, you see this
her.
shit all throughout nature. You watch the mama bear with her cubs.
Right.
You step closer to them babies, dog. That shit happen. That's parenting. That's parenting. It creates an instinct within you that really you can't control.
Fact.
That you can't control.
So
to hear a grown ass man tell me what he can't do, mind you, and even though there's legal ramifications,
Right.
I get that. I get that. But you can walk some of that shit, bro.
Yeah,
I get that. The whole fight to fight for your kid to be in your custody. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna get off my tangent in a minute. Where we are screwed up is we get so caught up in this shit, we get mad with the woman that we want to fight for full 100% custody of our babies.
You can't do that.
And you can't do that.
Because the babies don't even want to stay
The
with
babies,
you.
exactly. You can't rob your kids of the 100% experience of having parents.
Having a mother.
The best thing you can do is fight to be in that baby's life and be the best version of that shit you can be.
Right.
And guess what? It will transit over time. Them kids will never forget how much you offer to their life if you play the game proper. You might not ever get back with the mama. Their kids may not ever live with you. Yeah, you might have to pay child support, but I say this here, and I learned this a long way, man. If you a man in this world and you work, child support don't bother you, man. Get your ass up. Go get money.
You proud of because it shut them up.
Go get money.
It shut them up.
I have asked my first baby mama to be off of child support. But after that, I never asked. And I'm talking about that was my young mind. But after that, I didn't. And you know what? Because you know what I found out? After I had my second child, and this is about education. After I had my second child, I realized in the state of South Carolina, if you pay child support, they are obligated to give you at least 2 weekends out of every month with your child, a rotating on a holiday, and rotate some vacations.
You, sir. Thank you, sir.
So you don't gotta have a lawyer.
You negotiate your own terms at the time.
You go up there and say, and even if you got a baby mama that won't take a dime from you, send a check anyway.
Right.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So you can go to the court and show them, even if you're not on child support, you can go to a family court and say, hey, I've been sending my kids' mom all these checks, all this money, and I haven't seen them. I would like for my visitation rights. And they will subpoena the mother of the family court, and she would be the defendant, and you would be the plaintiff.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
It's facts.
If you spend something on your child in the state of South Carolina, and I know it's different everywhere else, and some men are catching hell, but in the state of South Carolina, I don't want to hear a nigga say, you can't do it, because I did it.
I did it.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to hear a nigga say, hell, well, you just don't know. Did you ask?
They didn't ask.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of men out here on motherfucking child support that know that law.
You know, a lot of motherfuckers
is
intimidated by the court system.
Exactly.
Why?
You know what? You know what?
Because they don't know. They don't know the advantages of all the court system, man.
From the beginning,
they really don't.
Plenty niggas I know at this and plenty niggas you
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You ain't living right, nigga.
No, but even when I wasn't living,
Or sometimes even when you try to, you don't know, though. You could try to live right, but you don't know.
But you believe everybody don't got that drive to try to understand how to operate the court system.
And then that's why we having this conversation now for people to understand. Like you can ask questions, do it ain't just because sometimes. But I'm saying you have to understand. Y'all some smart niggas. A lot of people just like y'all know our environment, how we. A lot of people don't talk, bro. Niggas don't talk.
The courtroom is a negotiation.
That's what I'm saying. But a lot of people don't talk. A lot of people, niggas. Some people go to court. I seen not my friend. I seen niggas like just like being around them. They just think when they go, they gonna lose. That's just
there's no losing in this.
But I'm saying, but that's what they seen based on other people.
I'm
just saying, but we need to tell. Well, I'm saying we need to tell.
That's a man that don't want to be with his child.
No, bro, it ain't about that.
Let me say this.
I swear, bro. Sometimes it's not about that.
Let me explain this. So my situation. My daughter had a 10-year-old birthday party. Father showed up. I had a conversation with him. Told him, if you want to be a father, you know where she's at. You're more than welcome to come and visit. You're more than welcome to stay here. You're not stay here, but you're more than welcome to come here, see your child, be a father. Mm-hmm. If you're going to do that, be a father. If you're not going to do that, figure out some other way out of the situation.
Facts.
So I gave him, we had that conversation, gave him the opportunity. I don't know what took place, but from there on out,
he never came.
He never came back.
Exactly, but how many people?
Because you did what a man do.
Exactly,
Look, you put your foot down, right?
Yes.
A lot of men you created a boundary,
yes.
Right? Yes, and therefore he used that as an excuse. Not to cross another man's lane.
I can't say
but you
that,
gave
right.
You gave him
the man that I am. I gave him the opportunity. We had that conversation. Boom. But, you know what's here. You know what's there.
Exactly. But these niggas can't fantasize. They can't fathom.
There you go.
They cannot fathom the fact that they not with that woman, even if they done moved on.
Yeah.
They feel like they still own that woman. Like we had a baby together. Mm-hmm. Like niggas have babies every day, B. like you is not stuck. Like my baby, my wife got my wife that had a baby daddy. I got baby mama. Every nigga I know got a baby mama. Every woman that I know got a baby daddy.
I'm married. I'm married. My son, mama done got married.
She don't belong to you.
Guess what? We got a grandbaby we share.
See, but my situation,
when we see each other, we ain't throwing shots at each other, winking and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We are grandparents at this point.
Nigga.
Yeah.
So guess what? We are filling in our roles.
Nigga,
to make sure we are giving that baby what the baby needs. And also be what we gotta be for our son.
Nigga, who hit it better? Who hit it better between me and you got nothing to do with that child, bro.
That's
you know what I'm
shit.
saying?
Like when we come to me, right? My first child was not my blood child.
They cannot get over that shit.
I mean, a few of us.
That's what I'm saying. My first child was not my blood child.
I've been a step
So let me tell you what happened. My first child was not my blood child, right? Yeah. The girl I was with, we were just friends. She got pregnant, and I didn't want to be because she was pregnant because she was emotional. But we just friends. So she need to go to the hospital. I'll take her there. She need to get groceries, but that was cool. Then we decided to be in a relationship. But then when she had the baby, I decided to be there. We decided to get together. So she's my daughter, right? Yeah. And then when I had my daughter, when we had daughter together, she asked me a question. She's like, why you don't treat Mariah like you treat Mackenzie? Because we was unprepared with Mackenzie. And I learned from Mackenzie what not to do with Mariah. Because it got nothing to do with blood. Nothing. You feel me? So it had nothing to do with blood. It just had to do with, I know if I pick up Mariah all the time, like I picked up Mackenzie back in there because we didn't have certain
Well, you can't never fake the bloodline, though. I know
that. I'm different, bro. Is that what you believe? That's what you believe. I'm different.
But you can't.
I learned what not to do. I learned if I don't want my daughter to cry, the way Mackenzie was crying, I know how to pick up all the time.
But see, all parents do that. That's what I'm saying. The first baby show you something that the second baby won't get. The second show you something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Each child, trust me.
No,
the youngest one gets treated different. You got to hold.
But we all think different though.
Blood is different. You may think y'all had this relationship right there, but when you have your own child, it changes the dynamic of that other relationship. Right, because you and this one is blood, and you and this one, y'all wasn't faking it. The love was real and everything like that, but it's not the same. It's never gonna be the same.
No,
like I got a stepdaughter that lived with me, and I had a daughter that wasn't living with me. But
if you think that way, don't be surprised about what the other kids think of what you.
And I
what
think
you
my
probably
stepdaughter
right
may
now.
have felt like
she should, because what you're saying right now.
No, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, Dan.
I'm
You
just
didn't
saying.
even let me say nothing, bro.
I see.
You didn't even let me say nothing. You
But
just ready to jump out my throat, and I
ain't jumping down your throat.
Yeah, you are.
You
didn't even say nothing. You said that. What you saying right now?
Yeah, because what you saying right now, based on what I'm saying, you didn't even let me finish my own conversation.
Well, all right.
You didn't.
I'm done with the conversation.
No, of course, because you didn't let me finish though. What I was saying, when it came to my oldest one, that's not my blood. And then the mother of my child, when it came my first child, she said, why you don't do the same thing you did with Mackenzie? I said, I learned from Mackenzie to not pick up all the time because she's spoiled and she's going to cry. It just because she's just my blood child, I'm going to be like, oh, shit, I love kids regardless. So if any of y'all kids is at my spot, I'm not going to treat my kids any different than a child. One thing about the closest thing to God love is child love. Because you can whoop them, you can.
I think,
and what I'm telling you is a difference.
Right.
Well, that may have been for you, and you may have tried.
That's all.
You may have tried to
get y'all.
You may have tried to get through it like that and logic that, but at the end of the day, you're not gonna feel the same way about both of them.
I think what he really was getting at was
I can't even get to it though.
But just that, like,
you got to it, nigga. I'm still saying the same thing.
The one thing I know,
it's not the same love. You can fake it, but it's not the same love.
Like I said, you can love. Just like you are projecting what you said just now. You doing the same thing I did.
You can fake it, but
it's
not the same love between.
But let's be fine.
Between a stepchild and a child, and if you don't agree with that, then you just. I mean, you can fake it.
But
it's not the same.
All I ask is don't be a hypocrite.
You can try to make it feel right, but it does not feel the same.
He got shit about me cutting him off. He doing the same thing.
He had experience with the first kid before he had his own. But it showed him what he didn't want to do with the one that he had of his own.
I heard the nigga.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
I heard the nigga. And what I'm sitting there trying to say is that the love that you can sit there and say that, hey, you know what I mean, that this woman asked you, why do you treat the stepdaughter better than the real daughter? But all of that is not real. Because you're gonna always gonna love your blood worse. Yeah. And if you trying to,
I got different responsibilities.
If you trying to make
I got
it
different
seem
responsibilities.
Like,
no, I love them the same because I raised both of them. But she just said she like I said, like y'all can't tell me about my experience.
No, I'm not telling you about
your
experience.
So let me tell y'all about my experience. Y'all keep talking over, which is fine. Just when I do the same thing, don't get irritated. Which I'm not getting irritated.
You told us about your experience.
Yeah, how you told you? You didn't let me finish.
You did finish.
No, I didn't. So like I was saying, I love them the same because I raised her as my daughter. But if she called me and texted me, I want to get to know my dad, I'm gonna understand that because that's her blood, and I understand what you said earlier about your dad. That's your blood dad, and compared to somebody your stepdad that you know whatever, probably provide whatever. I understand that, and I'm not even gonna stop her for understanding her blood dad because that's who made her. That's what I was about to say.
Okay,
all right. That's all I was about to say.
On that. Hold on, let me jump in real quick. So that aspect of it, I see where you're going with it, but if you know that biological dad ain't worth sugar honey iced tea, are you still going to allow her to engage in that situation?
And that's what I'm saying.
So boom. So all right.
And that's what I'm saying.
So I'm going to allow her to engage because she know who the dad is. That's her father that made her. I raised her. Mm-hmm. So I want her to. I'm not hoping nothing bad. I'm praying for something good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm praying like when she asks, I want to know the person that made me. I'm going to give faith and pray, hope everything goes right. But if it doesn't go right, she going to come to me and she can talk to me about whatever, and I'm there for her. But I'm not going to be like, yeah, see what it's going to be like. You know what I'm saying? That what you feel? You talking to me? I appreciate you talking to me about this.
I understand that particular situation because that was the dynamic I had with my stepdaughter. She wanted to go out and have that relationship with her biological father because she felt that, one, she wanted that relationship, and two, she felt that the relationship that she had with me or how I dealt with my biological children was different. So she wanted to reach out. Now, my wife and I, we knew the dynamics of the situation, and we knew exactly what the biological father situation was. We still allowed her to go out and entertain that situation. We gave some fair warnings. when stuff started not to go the way she wanted to, we tried to pull her back, but she still wanted to have that. She still had that yearning to have that relationship.
Exactly.
Good, bad, and indifferent. Now, I can say this. If that situation did not exist, her experience in growing up in life would be completely different. Because she wouldn't have had that desire to want to go out there. Now, I guess at the end of it, I wanted that type of relationship to be modeled similar to what, at that point in time, the relationship Will Smith had with his wife or his baby mama, and the fact that he's not
his first child?
married. Yes.
Okay.
How
Yeah.
they all
Yeah.
hang together.
Yeah.
They all cool. Whatever. That was my desire to have in that situation, to be like, okay, well, now I know he has kids of his own, additional children of his own. He's married. He's living his life, going through all that. This daughter right here is the only bridge between all of us. So let's try to make it work. Now she has additional siblings, and she has siblings on this side.
Gotcha.
So let's try to make all that work. Now, the thing about it is, the reality of it is, as much as we may want that to be the perfect situation, not every male outside will manage stuff like that.
I got a question for you, Prime. When it comes to you, right, and your siblings, do you have any siblings outside of your mother and your dad?
No, outside of him, no.
I got siblings, so you have to understand when it comes to when she has an older brother that she never met before, but she heard, she's curious. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, I'm not coming in based off. I'm coming to in an understanding situation, but I took the responsibility of I decide to be in her life. But me being with a single parent and got outside sisters and brothers and all this other stuff, whatever, you know, my dad passed away. I do understand the curiosity. Like I want to know who my older brother is.
Right.
I want to know who my other sister is. So it's not just only about her father too, though. It's about the other siblings she has too, and the other grandparents she has. And if you don't know, the grandparents might be great, the dad might not be shit. So I'm cool with if the dad stepped in her life and really took responsibility, it would hurt. But I got to accept that, and I'm cool with that. I just know when she see that nigga being fake, she gonna see a sign because she met a real man.
But how you know she's gonna be able to manage that emotional?
Because she called me one day when I gave her the opportunity. When she went to go spend a whole 2 months during the summer, it wasn't even 2 months; it was 2 weeks. I gave her a cell phone. I didn't have an iPhone. I had an Android, bro. I decided that's the day I decided to get an iPhone. So you know what? She ain't gonna have to get no app to video chat with me. I decided to get an iPhone that day so she could just press FaceTime. I could see her face, her emotions, and what she going. When I see she's uncomfortable, I'm gonna call her mom and say, "Listen, we gotta go get our daughter."
See, you're a different type of individual.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, because like I said,
y'all live together now?
Who?
This relationship.
You and the daughter.
That y'all talking about.
You said, "Do me and my daughter live together?"
Y'all live together.
You and the mom.
We wasn't even living together when that happened.
Okay.
We wasn't even together no more. We wasn't even together when it happened. I spent time with her.
You developed a relationship.
Yeah,
with her.
I developed after we broke up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she said, my dad out of jail, I want to go see him. All right, go ahead. I'm here for you. Matter of fact, let me get your iPhone when you ever feel uncomfortable. I don't care what time it is, call me.
But that happened with me. That happened with me and Shay. And I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, it'll be, like I had this conversation with her, it'll be unrealistic if I made it look like. So if I had that, if I loved this person, or I felt this way about this person the same way I felt about my own children, I never would have even let them go nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
You can't just have a desire.
Would you let your daughter go spend time with this man? You know what I'm saying? Like your biological daughter. Would you let him go? Would you let if you had your child, right?
I got a question. That's
Come
not
on, man.
legit.
Hold on,
No,
hold on.
the question. The question I think
let
make
him
more
finish,
legit.
though.
If your baby mama was with a dude that you don't like, you gonna take cuts because you don't like him?
No. What I'm saying is,
Does that make more sense, though, right?
What I'm saying is, if I'm taking care of this daughter, you know what I'm saying? I got my own daughter. If this man just came out the blue, came out of prison, came out the blue, came or whatever, decided he wanted to be a dad, if I love that child the same way that I love my biological daughter, and this is what I was going back to 20, 30 minutes ago, and you missed my point. When I let that child go spend time with that person.
He didn't ask, she asked. I just told you that.
But I'm just saying.
I gotta give her a chance. I gotta let. I can't give her the wonder of like I wonder what my dad did.
If you're raising this child,
I'm saying it could go either way though. Like I understand your way, but do you understand? That's what I'm saying. It could go either way. I'm not saying you wrong though. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's wrong.
It's subjective.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You like I'm saying you wrong.
It boils down to the character of that man.
Exactly.
If he shows, and either way you look at it, you're gonna have to give him the opportunity.
Exactly.
But you wouldn't give your own child that opportunity. So my whole thing is that this is what I was saying is that we get caught up in and it's cool to say I love my stepdaughter as much as I love my own child, or I love my son just as much. I love my stepson just as much as I love my own biological junior. You know what I mean? It sounds good. It may feel good, but most of the time that's not reality. And the proof of it was, for what I was saying, was that I would not let my own child go deal with a stranger. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, she asked for it.
You know what I mean? Kids ask for candy.
No.
You
I ain't gonna lie to you. She asked for it, and I did my best.
It's tough to say no.
And if you go to court, what can I do? Nothing.
But see,
I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing when it comes to court.
Basically, it goes back to what I said.
It still goes back to what he said.
That male would have to prove himself.
The character he displayed.
The new stepfather and the mother to show that he is worthy to take on that responsibility.
But me and her ain't together.
You living with your
together.
You living with your cubs.
I'm not saying we're not together though.
No. What I'm getting with saying, no, I know you're not together.
So it's a different
that's why
energy
when you were saying that, I really wasn't feeling it because y'all were not living together.
Right. So
what
we're together.
Y'all not really a family. Y'all may be family, but y'all not the typical family because y'all not living in the same household, going through the same shit.
Relationship though. She called me before she called her mom.
Let's get to it because my oldest daughter is my bonus daughter.
Right.
My oldest daughter is my bonus daughter. But I know her dad, right?
Right.
We have that rapport. Their family, we had that rapport.
Right.
So I know the character of this man. I know he's okay with his baby. Now, I have had before my wife.
He's not a stranger to you.
He's not at all.
Right.
Before my wife, I was in a relationship with a young lady who I had my girls with. She had kids, but she had kids before we had our kids, right? Mm-hmm. And the guys that she had kids with was buckets of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, she wouldn't even push her kids to go kick it and hang out with them guys.
Right.
So she kind of put it in them, not even asked. You know what I'm saying? So when they got of age, when them guys start reaching out, they wouldn't even do it because she planted such a bad seed about those guys. You know what I'm saying? But then I come to find out, those guys really wasn't that horrible.
Right.
Those guys, there was really some.
I don't.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, the things we do when we were young,
right.
We all grow. You know what I'm saying? So back to what Harry said, your character has to speak for you. It's accountability. The kind of person you are will let me know how to move forward with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it all boils down to. If they haven't given you anything saying I can trust my baby in your guidance, in your tutelage, then hell no. But you shouldn't be unfair to you know what I'm saying, to that case.
Let me explain something to you though. Okay, so you have a child. It's your child. Put the egg. Well, you put the Y'all did the do.
Yeah.
It's your child.
I did the do.
Y'all broke up. Blah, blah, blah. So another child comes along with the next relationship. You love them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it may even be the first child because I'm a stepfather. One of my bonus children, she was there first. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I love them and everything like that. I'm taking care of them. But they don't want to have a relationship with their father, then I'm going to let them do that, right? I get all of that. Mm-hmm. But my whole thing is that what kills me is that as black men, we feel uncomfortable as men, not just black men, but we feel uncomfortable to say, you know what I'm saying, or we wanna make everybody think, oh, I love all of them the same.
No, that ain't the case.
No, I got a favorite now. You tripping?
You know what I'm saying? Like even out of your biological.
Who your
kids,
favorite?
No, I don't have a favorite.
Exactly. So what you talking about?
But I can honestly say that
I've been in that situation.
You know what I'm saying? I can honestly say that they all do different things for me.
I got a favorite.
But I have bonus kids, and I cannot honestly say that, you know what I mean, that I love them, but I can't say it's the same. You know what I'm saying? What it is that and it may not be. It may not even start off that I love them the same. I may love the woman so much that it makes me love them,
and that's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
That could be a part.
That could be a major part. That I love the one. See, what confusing me about Daniel situation is they're not together.
But she
like if we in the same household together, I love this woman so much that I love her kids. You know what I'm saying?
That's the difference.
But
you love the kid. You love her. That's why you love the kids. I love the child.
I cannot tell a lie and say I love them the same as my own kids.
Well, look, first off, I'm gonna tell you now, we ain't together. Yeah. I can't tell you I got that same rapport with the young one.
I got that same rapport.
Hold on. So what I just said just now is when it came to her to say shit, I can't really make that effect, but what I can do is show that I do care.
Yeah.
Give her a cell phone and call for the one, because at the end of the day, he can go to court and get the rights.
But I can never say.
I got one question for you.
I can never say I love them. I can never say I love them the same.
Which I feel like you would never do, but if you did do it, if you adopt a child, right?
I have adopted a child.
So you adopt a child, you love that. You will love your blood kids more than you love the adopt child.
No, I love.
So what's the fucking difference, nigga?
Can I say what the fuck I gotta say?
It's no different. They're not blood.
You don't let nobody explain.
I know
nothing,
it doesn't make no difference because they're not blood.
Bro, you look for a yes or no and no explanation. Goddamn it.
There's no explanation.
Yes, it is. Goddamn it.
Go ahead, bro. Because you signed a contract. You love them more. Go ahead.
I'm done, man.
Exactly.
We can wrap this up.
Let's wrap it up. Because that nigga bullshit right now.
I'm not bullshit because you didn't let me speak. You never let anybody speak. And that's the only thing that's wrong with this podcast.
But you do?
Is that you won't let nobody speak.
But you do, though, right?
I do. I let you just speak for 30 minutes, bro.
I was not talking just now.
Bro, you was talking. Before Pat spoke, you spoke for 30
what
minutes.
What I said, what I told you just now.
Bro, you went through a whole spiel.
What I said just now.
You went through a whole spiel.
You was talking the whole time.
You went through a whole spiel. I adopted a kid. Let me just say this, before this motherfucker make me look like I ain't shit.
We passionate about the baby.
I adopted a kid that was somebody that nobody does. I adopted a kid. But I cannot honestly say that the love that I have for an adopted kid and my kid is the same. And the only reason why is because blood is different. Now, I could go through there and say, you know, I'm trying, I'm doing my best, right. I'm talking to them, I'm raising them, I'm paying, or whatever. But if their biological father comes along and wants them to be in their life, and I allow them to go be with them, then that's just proof that I don't love them the same, because no man would let his child go be with a stranger.
Priorities, right.
Oh, and that's what I wanted to say.
But you just said,
but you want to debate everything. No, this is not a debate.
No, you just said.
I think you got confused with a podcast is.
Did he just say just now? Hold on, bro.
I think you got confused with a podcast.
No.
This is not a debate show between me and you.
No, you just said.
Because half the time you wrong.
No, you just, okay, fine. That's your opinion. That's fine.
Half the time you wrong, but you don't admit to it.
So it's cool. That's cool.
But you don't admit to it.
But you just contradict yourself, because I asked you if you adopt a child.
It's not the fucking same from adoption and having a biological child, Daniel.
You want to get in trouble.
I'm telling you, but you don't got the motherfucker make me look fucked up by telling me, oh, that's what I'm fucking talking about, man. You
just say? No, that's the fuck how you act, nigga. That's how the fuck you act, nigga. Just because I adopted a child and a biological child, that's fucking different, nigga.
I don't care about you yelling.
That's different, nigga.
I asked you a question. That's
different than me being with a woman and adopting a motherfucking child. It's different, nigga.
I actually look. Listen.
Y'all gonna be y'all gonna be
no. I asked you.
I ain't no bad person. I adopted the motherfucker.
I never said you was. Why you say you're a bad person? Anyway, niggas think you're a bad person because you cut it into yourself.
You asked me some stupid ass shit.
I asked you
give you an answer.
If you
that's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Because wait, hold on. See, look, this is what I'm talking about.
You don't know me.
I got it. Hold on. But I asked him. Did I ask him? There's no right. And be honest. Did I ask him? I said, if you adopt a child, will he love his blood child more than he love his adopted? Did he say no?
I see where you going.
Did he say no? Answer the question though.
Nigga, you ain't
Did he say no?
If you ask a fucking application and you say no to question, they ask you to explain.
What never do is not y'all be cool by y'all. Fuck be cool by y'all shit. When I asked him a question,
nigga, you try to show me up just now, man.
I'm not switching up. I asked you a question.
Nah, nigga, you do that shit on this fucking podcast. You ask somebody a question, then when they say no, you don't let them give an explanation. Or if they say yes, you don't let them give an explanation. Anytime you ask a question, any good journalist asks a question and lets a person follow up. They don't just shut the motherfucker down because they said yes or no. No, nigga, I ain't interrupt you. You asked me a fucking question.
You don't interrupt
me. You asked me a fucking question. Did you not ask me a fucking question about it? As soon as I said yes or no, you went off.
Hold on, you don't. What I asked you? I asked you what you asked.
Rewind the fucking tape.
What I asked you?
Rewind the fucking tape.
What I asked you?
You asked me about the adopted motherfucking child.
And what else?
And I gave you a yes or no.
No. They ain't the only thing I asked you.
You said what I feel the same about it.
And you said
telling you don't ask no fucking question like that as a journalist. And don't say no yes and don't follow up.
This nigga yelling, screaming.
It don't matter whether I say yes or no because I'm right. And I'm passionate about it. No, nigga, if you a fucking journalist, if you a good journalist, you ask a motherfucking question, you let a motherfucker do a reply.
Who winning?
Ain't nobody winning. I don't give a fuck about winning. I'm saying you don't ask me no serious question like that and don't give me no chance to explain.
What I'm not gonna do is y'all trying to calm shit down, but listen,
nobody got calm no shit down.
Did I ask him? Yes or no? Did I ask this nigga?
Be a journalist. You want to be a journalist?
Hold on. No.
You want to run a podcast? Nigga, be a journalist.
No, this is not.
Be a journalist. You don't ask me no fucking question.
It don't matter whether you Daniel.
It don't matter if you Daniel Chestnut, if you fucking Oprah Winfrey. If you ask me a fucking serious question like that, give me a chance to fucking.
What question I asked you?
I don't give a fuck what you ask me.
You don't fucking remember.
You know why?
So cut this
you know why?
You don't remember?
You know why? Because I'm past that now. I don't give a fuck what you ask me.
Okay,
because I'm mad.
So
you know why I'm mad? You know why I'm mad? You know why I'm mad and ready to say fuck this shit?
I'm not mad.
Because you don't ask me no shit if I adopted a child and I adopted a fucking child.
No, I didn't ask you that.
No, you asked me if I adopted a fucking child, would I treat them better? Would I not treat them like I treat my fucking daughter?
Hold on. What you said?
But as soon as I said a question, you gotta let me explain that shit. No, you can't be like, no, nigga, that's the way. See, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Exactly. No, that's my point though.
Nigga, you don't ask me no serious ass shit like that and don't let me talk about it. You're taking it personal, nigga. You're taking it personal.
Okay, I'm not fucking mad about it.
You're taking it personal.
I want perspective.
Because you asked me about some shit that I'm doing in real life.
I fucking know, nigga. I don't know.
Well, I'm trying to fucking tell you what you want
right now so we can.
Let's
pick it up so we can ride.
I'm good. He's screaming your shit personal. I took that from perspective. I don't get. Listen.
You want to get me with though?
But listen, okay, cool. Yes, but I didn't take it personal.
Yeah.
But you took it personal. Why y'all coming on me when I did it?
You know why?
But I didn't.
No personal shit.
How do I know that?
Nobody knows that, bro.
I'm done, bro.
Can we talk real life? Can we talk real life?
I didn't know, nigga.
Can we talk real life shit? Can we talk real life shit?
You can't come at me like I fucking know.
Bring it down.
I'm good. Okay, but I didn't know.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You telling me like
you don't know. That's the whole point of answering questions. You don't know.
Fine.
You don't know.
Y'all keep talking to me about I didn't know. Y'all not talking to the nigga like I didn't know either though. That's cool. I'm good.
In this situation, what I'm saying is,
he's talking to me like I'm supposed to fucking know. I don't know.
Well, that's the point of being a fucking journalist. When you ask a fucking question, you let somebody respond to it.
No, when you contradict yourself, it's different.
It's not no contradiction. You never heard me contradict myself.
You did. You said the angel black, but you don't different. You just.
So,
all right, I'm done.
why you asked that? Yes or no question?
You said that, bro. You
as I try to find the mic as we try to ride out. This is another episode of Real Raw Reflections. And we trying to wrap this up.
I did not say that.
We had a passionate conversation that just went completely wherever it's going, and we'll pick up wherever we can pick up. We
And I
out.
said I do. And I said I do treat. When I treat my dog, I said yes.